Oh, now I see you.
Now I see. Oh, he didn't want to show off the weeb pants.
What?
That's why the camera wasn't on the weeb pants.
Oh, you.
Dude, I remember the first time I saw you in those. You were whipping on your electric scooter so fast.
Welcome to the bracket episode 154. Today we are debating what the best fictional universe would be to live in. Got some fewer people here today. We have Nick, though. Danny Conrad joining us from Chicago. Tommy here, me, and Klemmer will be joining shortly. But before we get to any of that, let's talk about Game Time. Did you know that you could get tickets to The Killers in the Coliseum in Vegas?
Somebody told me.
Yes. Somebody told me. $276 all in. It is the super deal of this concert. Unbelievable. The Killers. Can you imagine going to a Killers concert?
Hometown show in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Do you say Vegas like Smitty does?
I don't think so. Vegas.
I say Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah. But basketball season is here, and we can't wait to get out to some games with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. There's no feeling like seeing your favorite player drain a 3 live, and Game Time can help. You know how much we love Game Time with their brand new Game Time Picks feature. They're making it easier than ever to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out all the fluff to show you only the incredible deals on seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets for an NBA, college basketball, or a college basketball game near you. I was looking for tickets for the Killers, which are not a basketball game, and again, found them for super cheap. Just pull up at an event and turn on the Game Time Picks setting at the top of the screen and browse the latest Game Time Picks near you on the Game Time app homepage. So what are you waiting for? We're going to go buy those Killers tickets now on the Game Time Picks setting on the Game Time app. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code BRACKET for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code BRACKET for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time.
Game Time.
Game Time. That's right.
Is this isn't a new Amsterdam sponsored show, is it?
No.
Okay, because Danny and I are gonna fucking sip.
Yeah, do
It's
some sipping,
Thanksgiving,
boys.
baby.
I wouldn't mind
I'm
a sip.
thankful for you.
You know what? I have to go get my charger for my laptop anyway. Let's see if I can. I think there's
there were
on top of the fridge.
there were a couple high noons somewhere. I was
Guess the fridge.
There's 2 high noons I've been drinking that are on the bar. I was making a video with them, and there should be a I did drink out of one of them. But so in the meantime, I guess we'll talk. Let's just talk in the meantime.
We have
Let's
6 pallets of them in our walk-in freezer and past our state-of-the-art kitchen.
Yeah, we.
You have 2.
We have 2 pre-opened ones I was using to tape a Black Friday video for. So I mean, who's to say what's the better setup?
You're right.
We're doing free talk, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
No,
How are you guys?
No theme. I'm solid, man. How are you?
Good. Getting ready for Turkey Day.
Good. Yeah, man. Cool.
And your Scottsdale event went well at Barstool Scottsdale?
Yeah, it went well. Video coming out soon, maybe in a couple weeks. How are things with you, Danny?
Danny used to have cancer.
I know.
So things are better.
When Tommy was here last week, he had heard about it, and he was like, "How did you know?" Because I think I have.
Oh, because Tommy. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well,
Tommy.
I was saying it must because he was like, "Yeah, I've been tired all the time." I was like, "I've been tired too." I said, "It must suck for Danny."
Wait, Tommy came up to me and he was like, "Do you get tired?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And Tommy goes, "Oh, thank God."
It was right after I talked to Danny, and I was like, "It must be."
That's why you did that.
Yes, it must be so hard for Danny to like have this incredibly awful experience, and then when he opens up about it with someone, they just like diagnose themselves with it immediately. Like, oh
yeah,
fuck,
I think I have it too.
Yeah, I think
Mine's
I
probably
have
worse.
it too. Yeah, I think I have it. Well, you're alive, so I think I actually have it worse.
I'm starting to get really tight around midnight.
Yeah, after waking up at 6, it's not right.
Yeah.
I'm going to diagnose you. You don't have it. You live, Tommy.
I'm going to get blood tests. I do feel, literally right now I sat down, I feel tired.
Maybe you're tired.
I could be tired.
You know what was a big sign, to be honest? If you're like I would walk up the stairs quick and I would like black out for 3 Mississippi, get very dizzy. It's
I
like
do feel
getting
like
up
right
too
now
quick.
my head is spinning.
Oh, no. But Tommy, also, are you sexually active?
Yeah.
Could be the doozy.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
It could be the big one.
Yeah.
That's exhaustion is another
AIDS?
sign of yeah.
No, honestly, seriously.
No.
I would like to reach out. You
Magic
Google?
beat AIDS.
Well, he still has it. Yeah, you could live like him. You could have it.
Magic has a great life.
Live a normal life. Yeah.
Would you want Magic's life?
Like right now?
No, if you could be reborn as baby Magic Johnson.
No, I like my life.
Oh.
You like your life more than Magic Johnson's?
Kind of. I don't.
Magic
I don't.
Johnson
I
doesn't
don't
have his own dating show at Barstool.
I don't want to have to
Scottsdale.
fucking
true.
play basketball all the time.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, all the time.
It's not the age. For you.
Everybody's like, everybody wants to be an athlete. That would suck.
Oh my god! And
So bad.
I would cry so much if I
It
got
would
hurt.
I'd be sore.
I would say the Steelers-Browns game last week in that snow.
So
if I got
cold.
tackled in that snow on that frozen tundra, I would have been bawling my eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
I would have faked an injury so fast.
Waking up early is bad enough. Then you start getting into physical contact.
Yeah, then you got
right
to
off the
eat
bat, I'm out.
healthy.
Getting
Kenjac, you'll be
punched in the face
pleased to
is my
know
worst
that we've
nightmare.
just been doing free talk, so you don't have to cut anything.
I'm assuming no slurs? Question mark.
Well,
Nothing. Fun ones. Fun
yeah,
ones.
fun ones.
Oh, okay, only the good ones. Okay, so first matchup of the day: which fictional universe would you want to live in more? First option is number 12 seed. This is weirdly submitted a lot. I don't think it would be particularly great, specifically because of the other one thing that lives there, Whoville. From How the Grinch Stole Christmas, that little whimsical town with all the people with the weird
You're on a
noses.
snowflake too.
You are.
True.
Yeah.
The mayor's piece is pretty good looking.
Oh yeah,
I believe.
she's one of my first crushes.
Martha
Yes.
May Whovier.
Yeah.
Kath, what's her name? Kath, I forget the actress' name. Shit.
I think she's also plays someone's mom in The Big Bang Theory.
That would make sense. She was in like what do you call it? Mamma Mia, a few other movies. But so in Whoville, you're basically like in this big whimsical town where everyone's happy. They all do the presents, all that stuff. Everything. The food does look good. The roast beast, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
roast beast looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a utopia. That's what they
It's
describe
great.
it as, at least.
The
Yeah.
Grinch isn't even that. The Grinch keeps to himself, and then he ruins Christmas one night, and he fixes it like an hour later.
That's true.
You would have one bad hour. You'd wake up, be like, "Where are my presents?" But then you'd sing a song, and the Grinch would return. You'd have one bad hour of your life if you lived in Whoville.
Is the Theodore Geisel cinematic universe? Is it all connected?
What?
That's Dr. Seuss's real name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I figured. I don't know. What else would that be? That would include Cat in the Hat. That would include Green Eggs and Ham is in a movie,
Horton
right?
Hears a Who.
Yeah.
The Lorax.
Pop on pop.
One Fish, Two Fish. The Foot Book.
They should do an Avengers of all his characters.
That'd be awful. I think
Yeah, Tommy.
the
To take down like a Mexican drug cartel.
I think the Cat in the Hat, the Michael Myers one, is actually kind of funny. Like
It is.
I watched it as an adult and then versus a kid. I was like, this
There's a
is pretty
specific scene in the Cat in the Hat one where they're going down like a this like the house floods and they go down the stairs and it's like a water slide and he breaks the fourth wall. It's like just like you can get at Universal Studios. And I remember thinking as a kid, I was
Funny.
like, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Fourth wall breaks are really funny. That they broke me as a kid. That was like, I thought that was the most clever thing you could do. Also, the George of the Jungle sequel. Was it just George of the Jungle 2?
I think so. Yeah.
The guy just looked at the camera who's playing George. And he's like, Brendan Fraser demanded more money. And it's really funny.
Yeah, it's good.
So Whoville is going up against number 5 seed, actually submitted by Gaz. And at first when I read it, I was like, no, but then he added a qualifier.
20-year-old land.
Yeah, 20-year-old blonde, big tit woman. Land.
South Beach, Miami.
Unfortunately, has never been written
Club
about.
11.
Yeah, yeah. What do you call Aqua Blue or what's the fucking club in Vegas or in Miami?
11.
11.
Live.
11.
11 is the one.
What's the one that sounds like blue or something? The La Fontaine Blue.
Oh yeah.
No, not that one. It's Game of Thrones, but he specified because what I said was that sounds horrible. But then the second,
Abysmal.
his disclaimer was specifically the area of Dorne, which is like the tropical paradise area.
That's a fuck fest too there.
It's just a big giant orgy. That's where like the Viper's from, like Oberyn.
Yeah. Still, I've
Yeah, but
always said like I would rather have my current life and even a worse life now than be a king and like I need to be able to get like Uber Eats and
Absolutely.
shit.
People that say I was born in the wrong generation, I would disagree. I would say right now is the best time. I would love to be born today.
Every passing second is the better time, basically. So Whoville versus Game of Thrones, but specifically Dorne, the area of Dorne. Tommy.
I mean, one is a utopia where almost nothing goes wrong, and the other one there's dragons, there's wars nonstop. The dragons would be I'd never leave my house. I'd be like, well, there's a fucking dragon outside. So I'm gonna go with Whoville in a comfortable landslide.
By the way, I would note that for some of these universes, let's just say that you're one of them ones. Let's say
You're
like,
what?
So for some of these universes, like it'll be something where it's like, oh well, this would suck if I wasn't one of like the special people or whatever that can do whatever things. Like you're one of these people. Like you're
Even
the
the
best.
royalty is getting always like a poison target. I would be more paranoid being a royal than I would be a layperson.
Yeah, but in this case, I'd say for all these options, consider yourself like in the medium level of special, if that makes sense. You're not like fucking in Game of Thrones. You're not like the king or whatever, or like the prince. Like you're like a medium level lord here. You know
Still, the White Walkers are fucking coming at some point.
Horrifying.
I would also go with Whoville because I do think that it is like a utopian society where everything seems to be great. Sexy Who ladies, pretty cool. Jeffrey Tambor is the mayor. That's nice.
Everything being weird though. The hills being like really round and colorful, and I mean the threat of Grinch is damn near equal to threat of dragon.
And he also pretends to be a dragon, I think, at one point with the big
he does
the big sound thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to scare Stinny Lou out of there.
The Grinch is the one Christmas movie I make a point to watch. The Jim Carrey one. Me and my dad watch it every year for the past 20 years.
I really like the Grinch too.
It's a great fucking movie,
dude.
I can
Baby
almost
Grinch.
do all the
Baby
lines.
Grinch is so funny.
Oh yeah,
it's the funniest thing to look at. You can buy it for like $800.
Santa, go bye. When he eats the plate,
he shaves himself.
Don't sleep on
Honey,
Teenage
he
Grinch
looks like
either.
your boss. when it comes, like the baby gets delivered.
By the stork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Teenage Grinch either, though.
Teenage Grinch.
The guy when
shave.
he shaves it.
Yeah. So I'm going Whoville as well, Nick.
Is Grinch like a one of one? Is Grinch Yoda-esque? Like he's not a Who.
I don't think so. I think he's almost like they basically
was
just
he
did
born
Wicked.
to? Who are his parents?
So I like kind of have a deep analytical reading of it. His parents in it are supposed to be pretty obviously lesbian women, and it's like was that God punishing them for being lesbian by sending them like a Grinch? Was Dr. Seuss like a homophobe?
Wait, the Grinch had two moms?
Yeah,
But I thought they were adoptive moms.
Yeah, the stork delivered him to two moms.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But they show that the wind pushed him in the wrong direction. So you never really knew where Baby
Oh,
Grinch
so it was
was
supposed to be going to like a Grinch world.
Right.
And
They all-
Andy and Tommy have a deep Grinch bag.
yeah.
And you guys are all over the Grinch.
The wind actually pushed him. He was going.
Jim Carrey didn't do 7 hours of makeup every day for nothing. All right.
Yeah. So we're
Oh God! Even when he's yelling in his cave and hello, you're an idiot.
speaking of idiot, you know who hates the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Who?
An idiot.
Klemmer.
Klemmer is Jim Carrey.
Despises it.
Klemmer has very Jim Carrey like tendencies.
I
That's
remember
a huge compliment.
One of my,
Besides the humor,
Like the main thing about
You're
him. Yeah.
unfunny.
you're
Jim
like Jim
Carrey.
Carrey without the humor.
one of my favorite tweets of all time was Coley saying that Jim Carrey's Grinch doesn't get the same respect as Heath Ledger's Joker for no good reason.
It's true. He should have won like an Oscar for that.
He was incredible in it.
He embodied the Grinch well. Yeah.
What are you going for, Nick?
With that being said, like the threat of Grinch, like it would be the worst place to live in the Game of Thrones universe. People are dying left and right, not even peacefully, but the most violently. Like the Dorne accent also kind of sucked. Like the girl that said "bad pussy."
Yeah.
Then she was in the like, fuck no, don't want that.
I think Grinch would be the only thing that would sway me to choosing Whoville, if anything. It doesn't matter what class you are.
You love the Grinch.
Yeah, you really, you're a Grinch head.
He's
It
a
doesn't-
Grinch head.
It doesn't matter what class you are in Dorne, you have the same likelihood of getting killed, and no one's going to do anything to your killer. It's totally justifiable. Whoville, someone kills you, you're locked up for life, maybe even sent to Mount Crumpet. Easily. Whoville.
Mount
annoying.
Grumpet.
He pulled out Crumpet.
His dog's name is Max. What else do you guys want?
That's a common dog.
I mean,
name. That was an easy guess.
do we want to do a trivia showdown?
Okay, who's Cindy Lou Who's mom?
I don't know her name, but I could picture her. I think the
see,
dad looks like
That's
Joe
Hollywood
Buck.
trivia.
I've always thought
Yeah.
the dad looks like Joe Buck.
I didn't mean like the character's name, not the actor's name.
I don't know the character's name.
All right, name some more
Stumped
characters.
him.
I could do more
Lou?
lines.
His name is Lou.
The
Lou?
brother's name is Lou, and
Yeah.
the other one is Drew. Those are Cindy Lou Who's brothers.
The Grinch. That's
I
when
guess I could use little.
I used to recite the trailer.
Good God.
I guess I could use a little social interaction.
yes.
You guys are really deep in it. It's crazy.
I wanted to be the Grinch.
Is your
going-
Sub-Zero refrigerator running? Then you better go catch it. That's when he prank calls. Jesus Christ. Jerry duty, blackmail. The big
Pink slip, K-line, or electric bill.
Oh, this is quickly becoming a competition. I can see in your eyes you hate each other.
You get cartoon Grinch, I get Jim Carrey Grinch.
Oh, split
right?
it up.
No.
Boy, oh no. What an awful trade that is. So Whoville is going to move on. Now we have 4 seed versus 13 seed. The 4 seed is Star Wars. But Star Wars also, I think, has to come with a disclaimer. Again, you're a medium important person. And in the 2 big planets, I guess, that were submitted the most were Coruscant, which is the big city planet. But in the higher levels, not the dregs down below, and Naboo, which I think would actually be awesome. Naboo seems amazing.
I don't know really anything.
It's
about
like
Star Wars.
it's like
It's a
Lake
peaceful planet.
I think it's literally filmed in Lake Como. Like that's where it's supposed to be. Like it's like the idyllic like Mediterranean.
I think it is Lake
countryside.
Como.
Yeah,
yeah, because that's where Anakin married. You could go to like the steps where Anakin married. Spoiler alert. Padme.
yeah, the woman that groomed him. So Star Wars is going to be its number 13 seed. Another widely submitted one. I think this would kind of suck, but maybe if it's a peaceful time, Dragonball. This would be more of a me and Nick
God,
thing.
no.
I think it would be bad because even like the most mediocre villain in the Dragon Ball series can destroy Earth with ease, and that sucks.
But the one thing that is nice though is they depict heaven, and you can just come back.
Yeah, when you die, you can just go to heaven and be wished back, and you can be wished back by the Dragon Balls. You can fly.
You can just come back. Yeah, you can fly back from heaven, I believe.
Yeah.
You can take a cloud back.
Yeah, you can
run on a road back, and you have a little halo too.
Mm-hmm. You can run
it's
fast.
It's not bad, but the Earth is constantly, or whatever the Earth would be, under attack constantly.
But you would have, in this case, because you're a medium important person, you would have powers. You'd be able to fly, punch.
Yeah, but
lasers.
what's medium important? Like TN?
Like Yamcha, I'm thinking, honestly.
Yeah.
Not great, but like you're still. You know what he did after? And actually, I think Jason was just telling me. Someone was telling me this. Yamcha, after he quit the Z Fighters because he sucked at fighting, he became.
But Yamcha was the strongest human on Earth
At one point, yeah.
Is he the guy in the orange?
Still.
What?
Who's the main
They
guy?
all are in orange.
Goku.
The guy with the big
But Goku-
black spiky hair and the orange.
Yeah,
Yes.
but Goku isn't human. I think Yamcha is the strongest human on Earth, and he goes getting killed left and right.
Maybe Tien then would be the most. Strong.
Tien was a Cyclops
Yeah, but he was also. I guess he wasn't human.
or a Triclops.
Triclops. He had 3 eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Yamcha, when he couldn't fight anymore because everyone was so much better than him, he just became the best baseball player on Earth. He just quit fighting and became an amazing baseball player. Yeah. So the Dragon Ball world versus the Star Wars world. Danny.
I don't know much about the Dragon Ball world. You guys didn't sell it too hard on me though. But I also have zero desire to go to space. I feel like it'll get boring very quickly.
But that's not
you don't
space
have to go
for
to
you.
space.
Star Wars? What do you mean?
You're born on Naboo.
Yeah, you're
don't
born
have
on
to
the
travel
planet. You
space.
don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah,
But interplanetary travel's pretty safe.
I'm taking that regardless though. Star Wars world.
Mm-hmm. One for Star Wars, Nick.
If I'm a medium level guy, maybe like a light force user, maybe like a good ass pot. If I could be Sebulba, that would be so. I would want to be Ben Quadraneros, but yeah, it's the Star Wars. Like all the beasts. There's the bars look fun. I'd want a blaster. Yeah, give me Star Wars.
Star Wars. I would pick Star Wars as well. I mean, it's significantly safer than Dragon Ball. And
Well, you want to fuck one of the tentacle head girls.
oh, the Twi'leks? Are you fucking kidding me?
Twi'leks.
Yes, I do. They were literally George Lucas wrote them to be sex slaves. They're just these,
Yep, they are.
Oh, I'll show Thomas some
Chill out.
Yeah, let me. This could help inform my decision.
No, this is actually very important because George Lucas, he wrote these characters and he was very he would write the race of the alien and they would only be good at one thing. Like
it's sex.
And the Twi'leks was they only did was they were sex. They all they did was fuck. Let's try Twi'lek sexy.
Tommy like.
Yeah. But the only thing I think you won't like is that they have 2 giant tentacles coming out of their head, which might be a deal breaker.
Are their boobs big?
Humongous.
Oh, I could fuck that in a second.
Yeah.
I'm going Star Wars.
Who was the Twi'lek Jedi that was really hot? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, what?
There's one.
Oh, yeah, she died in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, on the jungle planet, she was hot.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, she was hot. But yeah, so there's. I would stick with Star Wars.
Change Tommy's answer.
They could. I'm going with Star Wars, Tommy.
Star Wars. Those were nice tits.
Yeah. Although Android 18, Nick, you think might sway Tommy the other way?
I'm not a cartoon. I'm not into cartoons.
Fair enough. Okay, now we have the number 9 seed versus the number.
But
8.
it's an android. It's an ageless, perfect being.
It was a blonde android with giant boobs that could never age.
Let me see her.
And she married a short. She married a short, bald guy.
Huh.
Bald by choice.
Yes. It is bizarre when Krillin would get hair.
It was awesome.
Let's see. Android 18.
Uchi mama. I'm sticking with Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh boy. That was a full Rule 34 that pulled up. Okay, so Star Wars is going to move on. Now we have the 9 seed versus the 8 seed. The 9 seed is Avatar: The Last Airbender, another widely submitted one. That is
Hate. I just never got into it. It would always be on Nickelodeon after a show I liked, and I'd always turn it off.
Would we get to be like an earthbender?
You're a bender for sure. There's no question in this case. You're definitely
not
a bender.
the Avatar, and not like a firebender or air, but Earth might be my first choice.
I think I would be it. I think I would like to be an earthbender because you could also, but you can't be like a metal bender like the more advanced ones.
No,
you're definitely earthbender. And that's going up against the number 9 seed, Narnia. So like the Chronicles.
Winner all the time, but the Turkish delights look fantastic.
The Turkish delights, they're so tempting, and honestly, they look kind of like when you look at them in real life. Like I've seen like pictures of what they actually look like. They don't look that good.
No, but he's stuffing his face with them. It's the same effect as the Goofy movie pizza. He is just housing those Turkish. The Turkish delights are so good he betrays his family.
His whole family to be killed. So this mystical kind of fantasy world of Narnia, where they got talking animals, super like powers and all that shit, right?
Yeah, it's a little too gaudy.
Yeah, you could say
God. It's Aslan's supposed to be Jesus, I think.
Yeah, voiced by Liam Neeson, and that's going against Avatar. Yeah, I think so, right? And then it's going up against Avatar: The Last Airbender. Fantastic series. You could have superpower of some kind of value, I guess.
Is it winter year round in Narnia? You said?
Yeah,
I know
it's always winter in Narnia.
No, because then they had the second one where it's like the Caspian whatever guy, and they were like in the
Caspian.
Yeah, they were in like the Mediterranean.
I thought Narnia was winter year round.
That sounds like hell. Even if you have powers.
Tommy?
Not super familiar with either, but based on what I've heard, I don't like the cold, and I would like to have a superpower, so I'm going with Avatar.
One for Avatar. I would do Avatar as well. I think being a bender would be amazing. And as long as you aren't in this era where like there's just warfare and all that, it seems pretty cool. Like the cities
it seems like there's peace, and the cities are really fucking cool.
Yeah, Ba Sing Se.
Bao Se Sing.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah.
It's Ba Sing Se.
I want to knock over that guy's cabbages.
Yeah, the cabbage guy. Like there's a lot of cool stuff going on in Avatar.
Oh, yeah.
Nick.
No-brainer Avatar.
No-brainer Avatar, Danny.
It's essentially Japan.
It's very Japan. It's not a lot of whites in Avatar world.
Yeah, I think the only thing Narnia's got going for it is I would love a closet that doubles as a secret portal. But if we're saying we're just in the land, then you're just like in Alaska. It's year round. So I'm gonna have to go Airbender as well.
If you had one, like basically, let's say you have your closet, you can set it once lifetime to a portal to anywhere on the planet. Where do you
Playboy Mansion?
That'd be awful. It's not that far of a trip.
Awful.
Why wouldn't you pick like fucking Europe or something? Like,
yeah,
I could just be in the Playboy Mansion.
I would do Tokyo.
Yeah, because then you're like almost exactly halfway across the world.
It's the furthest flight. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's got to be like a Mafi Coast, something
What
like
the fuck
that.
am I going to do in Tokyo?
Tommy's taking a 3-hour car
What the
ride.
fuck are you going to do in Tokyo? You could do endless things. It's a mega city.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
fucking.
the biggest metro area.
You'd be so safe. It's so clean.
And there's a
I
great chance you
have
get
said
booted
before
out
that
of
in my second life, I'd like to come back as a cool Japanese woman with like a dyed purple or
Dyed
orange
hair.
hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always smoking a cigarette and a big
Always
coat.
a cigarette.
Yeah.
Maybe you drive a crotch rocket.
Oh, you
She
definitely
looks like she's from the future.
Kenjac will DM
Oh,
you.
I'll be DMing you everywhere. Like you would not believe. It's a dream come true for you.
I've always felt a real kinship with them.
Yeah.
Cool Japanese woman.
Yeah, Tommy's. Oh, you're in the seat. No,
he set
you're
up
the
that
seat. I
seat.
fucked up the wrong
No,
one. Sorry.
it's the other one. Yeah, he's right there.
My bad. But yeah. So right now we are all
We're
Avatar.
looking comfy.
Yeah, Klemmer's in a very comfy fit. He's been kind of looking cool lately. And I feel bad.
I mean,
Don't just look
Happy
cool.
Monkey Boy release day, Klemmer.
I was just in a meeting about that. It's getting there, I think.
No, it's not. It's not happening.
I'm sad every day. I think
It's not
no,
happening.
I can't think like that. I have.
It's not. Listen, man. It's the hype. We can talk about it later.
I don't even want to see the doc. I want to see like the behind the music version of it.
I've had about.
I want to see the doc
10,000 people
about
tell me
making
things
the
that-
doc.
Exactly.
That's what everybody says they want.
It'll never ever meet expectations now of the time and
No,
everything.
it's- Unless it's like Casablanca, it's not going to be.
I want to see it, but I don't want like I don't want like the version you guys have. Like I want to wait with the people. I want to be a man of the people, and I only get to see it if the world can see
if
it.
you're gonna wait with the people that don't work here, you'll never see it.
That's a
No,
problem.
I'm trying to be optimistic. I'm trying.
You need
To.
someone to like leak it to the press. You know what I
It's
mean?
not worth talking about. It's not happening.
We'll pray for Monkey Boy. That's maybe a universe we could live in one day. So now we have the 1 seed versus 16 seed chain game as Klemmer joins us just in time for what I would assume you'd only know maybe a few of these. I think the most widely submitted option is one that I don't know, and I would imagine no one here knows except for maybe Danny.
This is Cheah?
This is chain game. Minecraft. Let's
No.
see.
Don't
Danny,
know.
no.
Sorry.
I never. So we could just knock it right off because I never played it. I know people love it.
Wait, you've never played Minecraft?
Never played Minecraft.
I love it. I played through college.
Do you think you'd want to? It would be a world you'd want to live in?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I know. All I know is you build shit. That's the.
You can anything you want.
It's animated beautifully.
This the topic is best.
Which fictional universe would you want to live?
So
in?
not best. Which one I want to live in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's like I know is that the guy that designed it, the German dude Notch, he's
Billionaire.
like a multi-billionaire because he had all the rights for it, and that he was so rich and so lonely that he offered his friends out. He said, "I'll pay you double your salary to quit your job and just come and hang out with me full time." And they all said no.
That's what the Zappos guy did too.
Yeah, it's
A
crazy.
lot of rich guys do that, I think.
RuneScape was another widely submitted one. RuneScape, big, massive, like almost like imagine like World of Warcraft type, like fantasy world.
I loved RuneScape. My username was Kosher Hot Dog. I remember having to go through this dungeon to get like these rainbow shoes. Me and my buddy Vincent Goo one night, like we were in high school and we didn't have much going on. Vincent Goo is a 7-foot Asian man. Still is.
Did he go by Vinny? Vinny Goo hits hard.
That's
we
his Vinny
called
the
him
Gooch.
Vinny. We called him Vinny the Goo.
Vengu?
Instead of Vinny the Gooch from
No, instead of Winnie the Pooh.
wasn't Vinny the Gooch from what do you call it? Backyard Baseball? Isn't that like the
Yeah,
commentator?
Vinny the Gooch was a commentator.
Yeah.
But he texted me and he was like, "Do you want to build a fire? Like build fires all the way across the map?" And so me and his guild, we built fires across the map of RuneScape. It was so fun.
Let me clear my schedule.
Yeah.
It was homecoming night.
Oh my god. The next one, another
Not
video.
that you weren't going, you just stood your date up to do that.
I had a date. I was like,
I'm
she
busy.
watched. She
Build
go in a
fire
second.
Another video game one, Halo. People do like the Halo one. And again, if you're a medium important person in the Halo world, it would be kind of cool. I'm not saying you're like a Spartan or whatever, you're like a super strong guy, but like you have interplanetary space travel, like unlimited resources, a pretty utopian society for the most part. Elder Scrolls, which is probably one for more me and Nick. I just wanted to get it out into the void. It would be very cool.
It would be so cool. Oh, I need to send you this YouTuber. He does he finds the unemployment rate of every Elder Scrolls city. So he'll go around and find every person, find if they have a job. It's a great series.
Oh, and there is a lot of homeless people in the Elder Scrolls universe. But you have like magic, you have all powerful powers, all that shit. A lot of people say Animal Crossing, but I don't know how universal that'll be.
It's whimsy and calm. Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents, I think, would be very interesting. If you're in a world where you are the one Fairly Odd Parents, and so you basically have
Oh, that's the winner.
so you immediately have
I have Fairly Odd
you
Parents.
would have to have Fairly Odd Parents, but again, they expire once you turn what?
13 or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then the twist at the end of the Fairly Odd Parents series was amazing.
What was it?
Timmy Turner made a wish to be 10 forever and then made a wish for Cosmo to forget. And there was like the whole planet melted down.
That's kind of funny.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
What are the other discrepancies, though? Can you like not mess with free will?
I think if you get caught having fairy godparents, you lose them.
I think so. Yeah, that's in that Crocker guy was always after them,
Yeah.
right?
That's Klemmer.
Imagine you have like these fairies that grant you every what? Oh, you are absolutely be Mr. Crocker. Holy shit!
Yeah, you are.
You literally look like
Well,
a
that's the guy that people say I look like.
probably. Yeah.
Probably.
So far, everything you're mentioning, I have like very little to know. Yeah,
Yeah, he's seen that.
Let
He's
me
seen
see.
Mr. Crocker before.
Oh my god,
It is.
that is stunning.
If you were wearing that exact outfit, it would be spot on.
Yeah.
Can you give us a fairy godparents?
what is it? What is it?
You have to like fairy godparents. And then you have to
Just
like
put your body
Big
very
up
small.
bears.
Fairly Godparents, but he says it
Fairly
like
Godparents.
Fairy godparents. Fairy godparents.
you got to twitch a little bit faster.
Fairy godparents.
Crocker. Let's see if I can find him saying it at least once.
He'll be talking normally, and then when he says the word fairy godparents, his whole body distorts
Fairy godparents.
in a different way for each syllable.
Great show.
And then lastly, Dune, which I think would suck. That's
Oh,
not-
Dune's the one I know. I would not want to live there.
Yeah, Dune seems like if you're one of those big cities, I feel like that'd be kind of cool. Like again, you have space travel, you have all the other shit, but
Really like spice.
yeah. So Minecraft, RuneScape, Halo, Elder Scrolls, Animal Crossing, Fairly Odd Parents, or Dune. Danny.
I'll go Fairly Odd Parents easily. You're basically on Earth, but then you can also get whatever you want. No brainer.
But only until you're 13.
Yeah, but you set
Only
yourself
until
up for
I'm 13,
life.
but
Yeah.
Whoever said
yeah.
Dune is insanely
Insane.
wrong.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I agree.
Dune to me is like Game of Thrones, but it's more futuristic.
But you live on that. If you live on that planet, you can't leave it because you're addicted to the spice, right? You're fucked to that desert planet forever.
I don't think you have to be on Arrakis. You can
I want to
like,
be the one that
Okay.
Paul Atreides comes from.
Oh, yeah.
Corellia
You
or
can have
something.
like the same way there's like a financial advisor. You can have like a wish advisor in Fairly Odd Parents world where it's like you should get an apartment, you should get a house, you should get a car.
But that guy would have to be 13 forever too, because like
I think the Fairly Odd Parents thing, we're all over 13. We'd all be dead.
What?
What is it?
Oh,
How it
no,
works?
Clemmer.
You don't die. You just lose your
You
Fairly
just
Odd
lose the Fairly Odd Parents.
I don't understand the
disappear.
show. I'm sorry.
So you
No
get Fairly Odd
grown-ups.
Parents, and they disappear once you turn 13. But they grant
Until
every wish
puberty.
you want until then.
All right. So you don't die.
No.
All
Well,
right.
eventually, but
Well, yeah.
You can wish for obtuse, scribber juice.
So none of us
juice,
would take
lava
advantage
shake.
of these wishes because we're all over
Birthday
13.
cake,
So
large
I don't
fry
see any
chocolate
advantage
shake.
to living in this world. I don't
well,
see-
hypothetically, you'd go back and you'd start at 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It's a lot of if ends.
So like 70
Well,
years.
we're debating what fictional world we want to live in.
I know, but I think you also have to have for the sanctity of bracket. You have to have some
If
guardrails.
a lot
no?
of kids are running around with fairy godparents, that's chaos.
Yeah, it is
That's
chaos.
hell.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
I think they only give it to kids who are like not like struggling,
They
but
need
like
it.
Ignored by their parents or something.
yeah, because his babysitter sucked and like was
Oh
miserable.
yeah,
To
Vicky, right?
Vicky, yeah.
Icky Vicky.
What was the kid with the teeth, shiny teeth cat? guy?
Chip Skylar.
Skylar.
My shiny
Voiced
teeth
by
and
Chris-
me.
Voiced by Chris Kirkpatrick, the
Really?
oldest member of NSYNC.
I don't know that. That makes sense though. So one for Fairly Odd Parents, Nick.
Give me Game of Thrones. I'm not Game of Thrones. I'm sorry.
Elder
Elder
Scrolls.
Scrolls. I used to just log into Skyrim just to walk around.
It's a very ambiance game.
I love it. I would love to live in a house with a water wheel, be a blacksmith, be a Khajiit.
no, you don't want to be Khajiit. Come on.
No, I'd want to be a lusty Argonian maid.
The lusty Argonian maid. Tommy would hate the Khajiits. He'd want them way back down to the border, would he not?
Oh yeah, Tommy wouldn't like the Khajiit.
You would
Tommy wouldn't
not.
like red guards.
Oh, he'd hate Red Guards. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'll take your guys' word.
Yeah,
for
you
it.
don't. Tommy does not want him marrying his daughter. I'll
guys
tell
are
you that.
speaking Mandarin.
No, not a red guard marrying my daughter.
Or Argonians. I don't even know what were Argonians supposed to be.
They were lizards.
Well, yeah, but they all clearly were supposed to be like a different type of race. Like what do you call it? The Khajiits were like Middle Eastern, basically.
Yeah, Argonians, I'd imagine South American.
Yeah. Oh, so Tommy really hates
Tommy would only like the Nords.
Yeah. Oh, Tommy would love the Nords.
Maybe high elves.
Yeah.
Don't let him talk to you like that, Tom.
I mean, I can't argue because I don't know what they're talking. I'll say any citizen in that world,
Imperials.
any citizen that's in Elder Scrolls illegally is fine by me.
Yeah. Actually, that's the opening of Skyrim. Is you got caught going across the border illegally.
You got caught, yeah, and they send you back to behead you.
Yeah, and they try to get immediately.
Oh, that's kind of how it should go.
You know who's kind of a wood elf is White Sox Dave.
White Sox, no, Wood Elves are spry and can jump. White Sox Dave is an imp.
A little bit of an imp, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know that's just me and Nick need to get that out of our chest. So you'd going for Elder Scrolls, Klemmer.
I think the Animal Crossing. Laura's played this my wife's played this a couple times, and it was it seemed like peaceful. So that
It's
seems
very
good.
peaceful.
So that seems good. I
Very
guess.
peaceful.
I don't really like any of these options.
It could not be any more peaceful. I think you're right about that. At the same
that
time,
sounds nice, right? No,
I want to be able to do magic.
Very nice.
So I would also pick Elder Scrolls. Tommy.
I'm going Fairly Odd Parents. I know that gives us a tie, so I guess Klemmer has to choose between the two.
I would say
I would choose the not Fairly Odd Parents then.
you choose not. Ooh, that means
Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
I don't want a bunch of little kids with wishes. And
It's
stuff.
dangerous.
That
It's
sounds
dangerous
like a
precedent.
disaster. Plus, I have no power. I'm 45. I can't do things.
So that means Elder Scrolls is going to go up against number 1 seed, Pokemon. Pokemon, medium level guy in the Pokemon world. That means you can just get Pokemon. You can train Pokemon. You can do anything you want with them. They're your slaves to your will. All of them have different. You understand even I think the basic tenets.
I really don't, but I understand.
Imagine-
I understand the words you just said.
Imagine like you have like your job is to go out and you catch animals, and all these animals have different like powers, and they bend to your will. Like you have
And everybody has Pokemon?
anybody can get Pokemon.
Trainer is more like a profession. There's a lot of other jobs, but I don't like this one. I think it's very dangerous. Imagine instead of having, trout in your water, you have Gyarados that can hyper beam. There's a god Pokemon that can wipe anything out of existence. It's too dangerous.
Why would
It's
you
too-
want
too
any other
dangerous.
job besides trainer?
That's a great question.
Well, because you have to be a really good one to like. It's like saying, why would you want any other job other than NFL?
Right.
Well, I think it's almost a little bit different if like you're one of the trainers that likes to battle and go to the gyms and shit. Yes.
Making money would be tough as a trainer. You have to be top tier.
Yeah. It's kind of like closer to like I don't want to say like MMA, but like if you wanted to go and like fight at the gyms, yes, but it's more about like research and like going out and like finding the right spots and like finding you have to capture the Pokemon out in the wild. You battle them and they all like
Oh, I don't want to like the animals to hurt each other. I wouldn't want.
they can never kill. They never really kill each other. Ever.
They faint.
They faint. That's the worst that ever
Also,
happened.
think of
Fainting
like
goats.
Ash Ketchum's mom. Instead of hiring a maid, she's got herself a Mr. Mime.
Yeah,
You
Mr.
can-
Mime.
You can use them as pets as well.
But there's a lot of fighting.
If you want there to be, it doesn't have to be. You don't have to fight Pokemon, but it is like it's helpful. So Pokemon versus Elder Scrolls, Tommy.
This is tough. I'm going to go with Elder Scrolls for their border policies. It seems like they have a tight, secure border with rules and the law and order. So I'm going to go with Elder Scrolls.
There is no doubt about that. I wonder what Tommy would feel about the Daedra. That's another. I feel like he'd be a very anti. In this case, I think Pokemon's world would be kind of cooler. It's big, it's colorful, it's neat. There's all these different like areas and zones, and you can go to like the Safari Zone. You get Safari Balls. You get like all these different foods. And every Pokemon, like they can do labor for you. Like
any Pokemon essentially could kill you. Think of this world, but every animal, the fucking caterpillars could kill you.
But they also obey you, and it also feels as
Not
if
the wild ones.
It also feels like the
episode 1, Ash gets chased by, or maybe episode 2, a bunch of Spearows.
But like he never gets killed or even close to really killed.
He gets fucked up.
Other than Mewtwo. That's the only one that's ever gotten bad.
He gets turned to concrete, stone.
Yeah. But like the doctors there seem to fix everything. You know what I mean? No matter what your problem is, they fix it immediately.
It's almost like people in the Pokemon world are like mutants.
Yes.
Like they heal the same way. They'll be fine. They can get blasted with fire and they'll wake up the next morning.
And they'll just be like charred, like they're like fucking Wile E. Coyote
Ash
or something.
gets electrocuted every single day.
Right.
Yeah, but then the worst that happens is he looks like he got electrocuted in a cartoon, which is just like he gets the zapped up hair.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that can happen to electrocution. You make that sound.
Yeah, never a death, never so much as skipped a heartbeat.
You get the tic-tac-toe signs on your cheeks.
Exactly, yeah. So one for Pokemon, one for Elder Scrolls.
I've never felt more like a foreign man.
Tommy's about to fucking go nuts again.
Get out of here.
You're all just saying words. I don't really understand anything that's happening. I really respect Nick's Pokemon intellect. What is the Elder Scrolls quick a synopsis of like what that world
Imagine
is?
like Lord of the Rings, but like everyone can do magic basically.
Well, the Pokemon world sounds horrible based on what Nick was saying, so I'm going to go Elder Scrolls because I trust his.
2 for Elder Scrolls. Nick.
Real life Pokemon world would be chaos. It would be chaos. I'm going with Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls is going to win, but Danny?
I'm going Pokemon. I mean, like, if you don't want to get attacked by a Gyarados, don't go in the ocean. Same with the Great White Shark.
No, dude, the Gyarados are freshwater.
These things
You
like
can
a big
catch them
dragon.
all with the same ball. It doesn't matter if it's a Pidgey, if it's an Onix. Like, you're using the same thing to potentially catch them.
Onix statistically much worse than Pidgey.
I'm saying the scale from a Pidgey to an Onix. Okay. But I would love to be a gym trainer in the Pokemon world and catch them at my will and have them work for me. I know I might get roughed up here and there, but it seems like the doctors are pretty good out there in Viridian City.
All the doctors are the same woman, and she's very hot.
Nurse Joy.
Yeah.
Nurse Joy.
Her sisters that are the same name.
Yep, and who's the police officer?
Officer
Judy?
Oh, she's good looking too.
Judy?
Officer, is it Jude? No, officer, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever. But
Did you have a negative reaction to this earlier? Or is that what they were referencing, or what was your?
What?
They said you're gonna get mad like Tommy or something.
I think they were just implying that there's a lot of illegal immigrants in the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in the world, especially in the world of
I understand.
Yeah. So Elder Scrolls is going to move on. Before we get to the second half of the bracket, let's talk about BetterHelp. The bracket is sponsored by BetterHelp. This month is all about gratitude, and along with the person we just shouted out, which is that don't get enough talk, it's ourselves, right? That's basically us. We need to shout ourselves out more. And sometimes in this world, we have to remind ourselves that trying our best and making sense of things in this crazy world, it's not easy. So we just reminded to send some thanks to the people in your life, including yourself. BetterHelp has been amazing. Used it over the course of COVID when you couldn't get to the physical doctor's office. It was really helpful. You can basically do it in any medium that you want to do it. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to our schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched to a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/lights today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/lights. Fuck, I'm so congested. Okay, number 10 seed versus the 6 seed. The number 11 seed versus the number 6 seed. Number 11 seed, I assume Klemmer this will be a breath of fresh air for you, Star Trek.
Oh, thank God. Okay,
Yeah.
I know that world.
Now we have no one you understand. So Star Trek, just imagine the world, except you're like a few thousand years in the future. It's you pretty much utopian. There's no like class wars. There's no nothing. No.
There's Galactic Wars.
It's more like skirmishes.
that's pretty big.
It's more like
big deal.
skirmishes, and all of humanity at least is like united. You know what I mean? Like there's no such thing as like racism, classism, like none of that shit. Like
everyone's Federation. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's nice.
You can also teleport.
You can teleport anywhere you want. You
that
can.
sounds
That's pretty good, right?
They have replicators, so like there's no such thing as food shortages anymore because they just like it instantly creates anything you want right in front of you.
You know what you'd like? The holodeck. You go into a room and you can anything you want to like live. Like you could be 1930s, 19 whatever.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
And there are many times that the holodeck is used for perverse purposes.
Yes,
within the series.
Like fucking and shit?
There's one guy.
I don't think they go quite that far.
No, there is. Do you remember the one pervert guy that works on the deck?
Which iteration?
Next generation. He programs the holodeck so that 2 of his coworkers are fucking him in it.
No, I don't remember that episode.
Troy and the Doctor.
Troy and Dr. Crusher? That doesn't sound like
not like actually fucking. It's like
isn't there a Black Mirror episode that's that?
I'm sure
it's like a Star Trek world where
USS Constellation.
Awesome.
That's the one
with Christina Milioti.
Clemens.
Milioti and Clemens. Yeah.
Yes, Clemens in it. He's very good in it. That's a really good episode.
They're making a sequel to that episode in the next season, I think.
That was a great episode.
The holodeck you can make any situation you want, and you just tell the computer what to do, and it makes it.
Yeah,
and it's
this all sounds great.
Star Trek's cool.
And then there's always an episode where the holodeck somehow breaks and becomes real.
Yeah.
And then like Genghis Khan somehow becomes a real human that threatens the ship.
Genghis Khan was he's in canon with
with Kirk.
Yeah. And
Kirk.
so Star Trek is going up against number 6 seed. And again, I didn't tell you that, Klemmer. And we're going under the auspice that like you are a medium important or special person in whatever world we're in. So you're not like a nobody or whatever. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. So in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think we should clarify what a medium important person is in this.
Do I have superpowers or not?
That's the question.
I would say no.
Yeah, that's what I'm
medium
thinking.
important. Maybe you work for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, like I'm thinking maybe at best you're like Black Widow or Hawkeye. You know what I mean?
That's great.
That's a huge. I was thinking like in that world, are we just ourselves?
I think we're just ourselves, but you have the Avengers protecting you. But you got a lot of trouble.
maybe
You got a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's a lot of trouble.
Battle of New York would be a tough one.
Yeah,
I mean, eliminating half the world's population would be a tough one.
I wouldn't like
But they
that
bring you
whole
back just 5 years.
I know, but then you have to like catch people. It's annoying. Imagine having those conversations.
Hey, where you been?
Yeah.
All right, here's what happened.
I'm sure we've all seen those memes after Spider-Man and Captain Marvel get done fighting outside your house. Now you have to get a new car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
shit
A
like
lot
that.
of destruction.
Right.
Yeah.
After one little fight and like even so much as having to
Your mom
replace a
got
tire
scared.
after that, I'd be like, get me out of this universe.
So Danny, Star Trek or the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I'm going Star Trek. I don't know much about it, but I would hate to live in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, it might not be totally fun. Nick?
Star Trek, no brainer. But like both of these, there's always threats of complete annihilation.
I think it's a fact in Marvel, like the superheroes are like, oh, like we saved the day, and it's like, yeah, but like
Everything's
now,
fucked.
yeah,
Everything's fucked.
my
They
cousin
always
is, like,
save
in the hospital.
themselves, but thousands of innocents die.
And the thing is, there's so many heroes, and that would be so annoying. Like that guy going into the bar, like it would suck. It would suck.
Agreed.
Star Trek.
2 for Star Trek?
Yeah, usually when they show the planets, because I don't think I'd be on the ships. I don't want to do that. I think I just want to live in that time. The planets, usually people are pretty happy. So
that's
like,
true.
I'm gonna go Star Trek. People seem pretty cool. I would rather live in our universe than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'd rather
Yeah.
be. So that's not much of a call there.
I would pick Star Trek as well. Living in the future would be sick. Intergalactic travel, light speed, all that shit would be awesome. Matter or the replicator would be sick. You can literally just be like-
Transporter alone.
and apparently, if I remember correctly, the replicator also makes things like automatically nutritious. So you can be like, I want a cheeseburger, and it also is good for you.
Oh, wow.
Like immediately, it tastes the same. Like the way
I
the
guess, it's
matter.
only, I guess it's only fair for Marvel. We mentioned that like you could go to space. Technically, that's part of the universe.
Yeah.
It's still not selling anything for me.
No,
Especially with Star
no,
Trek.
nothing.
You
Yeah.
could literally go to
Right.
space.
So I would go with Star Trek. 4 for Star Trek is going to win, but Tommy?
Star Trek, yeah. I mean, listen, if it could be Avengers with all the good guys, none of the bad guys, great. But when you have great superheroes, you get great villains too. And I don't
Power
Tommy,
corrupt.
you'd be
Power
so
corrupts.
jealous. You'd be so
Oh,
jealous.
I'd be so pissed. I would
Yeah.
constantly be trying to get bit by spiders and shit.
You'd be jumping into vaults of acid.
Yeah. It'd be pictures of like Lenny hanging out with like Steve Rogers. What the fuck? Or no, he'd be hanging out with Iron Man. He'd definitely hang out with Iron Man. Okay, so Star Trek's going to move on. Now we have the 3 seed versus the 14 seed. The 3 seed, this one will come with another bit of a disclaimer. Lord of the Rings, but specifically the Shire. And not during a dangerous period.
My God,
So
yes.
the Shire, all these. Have you seen Lord of the? You know the Shire?
I have not.
I know
need
the Shire.
details. I feel like I haven't seen almost any of this.
I'll show you a picture of it.
Oh my God! I'm trying to fly to New Zealand to go. It's utopian New Zealand.
Yeah, so like it's this area where.
Oh, we've talked about this house on Fictional Houses.
Yeah, I think we did in Fictional House. We did Bag's End.
Bag's End.
Yeah, so like it's all these like houses that are built into the landscape, super ergonomic. Like all they do is sit there and they farm and they go out to the pub and drink light off fireworks, have a great time, eat,
Get high.
get high. That's all they do. They live
They
in
smoke so much weed.
Yeah.
a lot
Shire
of
has
weed.
the best weed.
That's what they say. So Lord of the Rings, but again, specifically the Shire, and during not an era of strife was.
Would I be a hobbit?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
But everyone else
I'm
there's
fine
a hobbit, so it wouldn't even matter.
Well, it wouldn't matter because if you weren't a hobbit, it would hard to fit in places. Like it would make it like
You'd have to get a custom house. That would be tough. You
Custom
couldn't go-
bed, custom door, everywhere you'd bump your head. It would suck. You might be in
You
demand.
have an excuse.
Yeah. So that's going up against number 14 seed. Another one got a few submissions tonight. Got a rise. Roku City. So you ever,
hell yeah!
you ever see in the
yeah!
you ever see that purple rise of Roku
Like
City?
Roku, the
In
TV?
Yeah. The Roku
Hell
City
yeah.
in the background, that purple Metropolis in the background. Just something about it. It just gets
I want to start a company just so I can get my ads in Roku City.
Oh my god! Yeah. I would be a detective in Roku City.
Yeah, that's awesome.
a noir detective. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all just black silhouettes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Roku City versus Bag's End in Lord of the Rings specifically, or we'll say the Shire in Lord of the Rings specifically. Tommy.
I'm a city boy. I'm a city boy over a farmland boy. I don't want to go farm and live in houses in the ground. Give me a nice apartment. Give me a 4-floor walk up in Roku City. Get to pretty much. I'd probably be a content creator there, and I'll live in Roku City. I'll pretty much keep my normal life, but it's purple and cool.
And very clean.
I think it's
Yeah.
2D. I think you could probably only go left and right.
That's true.
That's all right. I can get around that.
So one for Roku City. I think I would go with something about the primal part of my brain really loves the Shire. I would love the Shire, man. And I don't know enough about Roku City other than it looks very cool. It looks like a happening spot. I think I would like to live in the Shire and go to Roku City like once in the summer.
Well, you can't. That Sanctity of the Bracket, you can't just
No.
choose. To
I know.
do
I'm
that.
just saying on a mental note thing. Clemmer.
the Shire living there would not be great. Like I like to watch baseball. I'm probably don't baseball in the Shire. Like all the things I like to do, movies, like all those things are gone. Basically every hobby I have is gone, replaced by farming. Like I'm good. Like
And drinking and
Oh,
smoking weed.
all right. So those
You party and you live till hundreds.
Yeah.
I don't just short. I'm gonna go.
But you're not short because
Everyone
else is short.
everybody
right?
else is.
I don't know. I also don't like the houses if they're in the ground because you know that means like bugs are gonna creep in because it's like built into the ground. Like there must be bug issues, flooding. Like
They're in the hills.
I love that Roku is even a competition right now against.
Yeah.
so Roku by a mile.
Roku City looks awesome.
Roku City was great. It's clean. It looks very
It
nice.
looks like utopian Gotham.
I'd rather live in a city than a rural area. So like I would choose Roku City over the Shire.
So 2 for Roku City, 1 for Lord of the Rings, Nick.
I think Roku City probably has crime. I mean, on Roku, like there's crime on Roku.
That's true.
Crime shows. The Shire is like it was so pure and small and quaint and quiet that Sauron didn't even pay attention to it. The all-seeing eye never looked at the Shire. It is perfect in all ways. The food looks great. The beers are flowing. You're smoking out of a long pipe. Wizards will come into town every once in a while. You're just happy boozing and having tons of kids and a garden. It's perfect.
Dude, Sam pumped those kids out so fast. He had like 18
he
kids by
did.
the end of the Lord of
Dude,
the
he
Rings.
was doing semen retention the whole entire journey.
Yeah. Dude, he probably left like a bullet hole in her the first time. Like that was probably,
Rosie?
yeah.
Oh, poor girl.
So
That poor girl.
We're 2-2 right now. Danny, you're going to break it.
Damn. All right. Shire sounds like every day is like 4th of July weekend. I'm not really familiar. You guys said you're
Fair.
smoking, you're drinking, you
Fireworks.
are not dying of old age. Roku, I don't know a ton about it, but every time I see it, I'm like, man, I would love to be a civilian in that town. And I feel like you could be like a hometown hero easily in Roku. No one leaves Roku City. They'll all be there this Black Wednesday at the same pub. Man, but
It's tough. City boy
I
versus
would get
Farmboy.
so sick of the other hobbits. Like
Who was from Roku City? Was Emrags? Did he live there?
Roku City.
I think he did for a little bit.
Just a bit.
it was one of the trills, I think.
Okay, yeah.
One of the trills.
I'm going to have to go with Shire,
You gotta
the drinking.
round doors
Shire.
with a knob in the middle.
I'm sorry, Roku. I really am.
Is Roku City a sanctuary city?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's where you gets it then. For you.
Yeah.
Those hotels are filled to the brim. We're paying for it.
Oh wait, not a sanctuary.
No,
sorry.
no.
Sorry, not a
I was-
sanctuary.
I was
It's a
surprised you said
sanctuary
that.
for you, Tom.
Yes.
Yeah. The word sanctuary, you just instantly think good. No, yeah, not a sanctuary. Not a sanctuary.
That's how they trick you.
Yeah.
So now we have the 10 seed versus the 7 seed. The 10 seed, another widely submitted one from the DC universe, Metropolis, the hometown. It was between Gotham and Metropolis. I think Gotham is, or Metropolis. is better
Gotham,
than
too
Gotham.
much crime.
No,
Gotham's underwater.
Yeah, that's like Iraq.
Yeah,
Gotham,
that's
yeah.
horrible. You jaywalk and you get the shit beat out of you.
there's
by
a
Batman.
there's a crime-filled asylum in the middle of town.
yeah, in the middle
In
of
the
city.
middle of town.
Yes.
Metropolis.
Of the worst people of all
Yes.
time. It's a jail of Hitlers that's constantly being escaped from.
They also have a jail, Blackgate, but you also have Arkham, both in town.
Yeah, in the city. Then Metropolis seems a little bit nicer. Superman, better, cleaner vibe. Everything it's more colorful. So everything about Metropolis seems better. And that's going up against the number 17, another pretty widely submitted one. Pirates of the Caribbean's universe, which is basically the Caribbean of 1700, 1600, whatever.
The teeth, the breath, the pussy, the dick would all smell so bad.
Yeah, it's basically all that, but you get like some magical stuff that's going on, more or less. Which, at some points of Pirates of the Caribbean, it does seem awesome. Like, the Caribbean's beautiful, gorgeous, and then sometimes it seems like the most disgusting place to ever exist.
Are you guys Caribbean or Caribbean people? I go back and
I say
forth.
Pirates of the Caribbean, but I call it myself the Caribbean.
I think I do the same.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, it's Caribbean Sea. Where I'm going to the Caribbean. That's how I do it.
Well, that's different than what we said.
Yeah, Danny's
Wait, how?
Danny's different than us.
I had two different tones.
So, Metropolis versus Pirates of the Caribbean. Start with you, Danny.
So Pirates of the Caribbean, is there like what you get the chance to have like the squid beard? What other magic is going on there?
Jones.
But
Is
only
there, is it a magical world?
That
or is it
CGI
just-
is really good, by the way.
That was amazing for that era and now. It looks better than a lot of stuff now. It's crazy.
But is there other magic in that world?
Yeah.
yeah,
I think so.
there's like the dead man.
There's a lot of like.
is there stuff on land that's magical or just in the sea?
Yeah, there's
I mean, if you took that gold from the chest, you couldn't die. You turned into like a zombie at night.
you're immortal. Yeah.
I'm gonna go pirates because I don't want the risk of like Lex Luthor or whatever. Any super villains.
Lex Luthor's your biggest fucking concern?
Which
Yeah.
He's just like a
he's a super villain, right?
yeah, but
He's
he's
a
a
Galactus.
Doomsday.
He's Superman's
Doomsday
greatest
would be-
villain. Doomsday is the most
Doomsday's the one that
destructive.
kills him.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Galactus just a guy who eats planets?
That's
He's like,
Fantastic Four.
I could
But that's
deal with the
still-
guy who
oh.
says
No,
words
different-
backwards.
Mr. Mitsiplik.
Yeah, him I wouldn't have much trouble with.
Is it just
Are
me?
you a DC guy, Klemmer?
Yeah, big time.
Knew it.
Huge DC guy.
Is it just me or did like Superman kind of slip past all of us? Like
do you mean?
Superman feels like the stereotypical hero, but I was not introduced.
Oh, I was
Superman
a big
after
Superman.
Spider-Man.
You're a big Superman guy?
Big. I mean, it is. I get what you're saying, Danny, because like the best Superman movies came out in like the 70s and 80s. So I feel like people who grew up then, whereas we were like Marvel kids. But I watched all those Superman movies as a kid. The Christopher Reeves. I watched the Superman animated series. I love I'm Marvel. I'm with Klemmer. DC is better than Marvel DC blew a 3-1 lead. Like DC they have fucking Superman and like if you told people name two superheroes, they would say Superman and Batman. And the fact
True.
that they haven't been able to, I mean, Batman, they made great movies.
like the
the fact they
Angels.
haven't been able to make a good Superman movie in my
because
lifetime
he's
is
too-
crazy.
He doesn't
One-dimensional.
convey- Yeah.
They haven't made a good Superman
too
movie since
good.
Superman 2 in 1980. Barely in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Like but I grew up in those movies. Believe it or not, if you were a kid of the 80s, Superman was much higher than every other superhero.
Yeah.
Because those movies were top shelf.
What's the best modern Superman representation? Smallville?
I like Man of Steel. Man
of Steel
I like
sucks.
it.
Sucks.
I like it. Some of
Blows.
the scene
Let's
where he
take all the
first-
fun parts away from Superman.
No, I
he doesn't save a single person in
I
Man of
agree.
Steel.
destroys the whole town.
I agree he's dour. I think that
Sucks.
Shannon was good in it. And I also think that the scene where he first learns to fly is very sick. I think
Honestly,
that's
probably-
I think it's just he just looks like a good Superman, and that
does.
goes that buys them a lot.
Batman
that's a
vs
long-
Superman is the worst movie
That's
of all
horrible.
time.
So bad.
That's
Their
very-
I would say
conflict.
Cartoon Network
Justice League.
Yeah.
Justice League's horrible.
Yeah.
I would say
bad.
the Cartoon Network Justice League is my favorite Superman.
That was very good.
Really?
The animated, yeah.
I was never a Superman kid.
The scene
They
where
never had a good remake.
I was a
Like, this
tick
Spider-Man.
boy.
The
All my
comics.
toys
the
were the
tick with Patrick
The Tick?
Warburton.
I was a big tick guy.
Did you guys like the comics? When Superman Doomsday kills Superman, that comic series is great. It was really well done. Like it was really good. I love Superman a lot as a kid.
They're kind of like the Batman Superman thing. There was like the Angels with Shohei and Trout. You know what I mean? Like they had 1A, 1B in the fucking MLB.
Never
but
making the playoffs.
Yeah, never did
DC
shit.
even has the best villain with Joker.
The Joker too. It's
Like,
Oh my
crazy.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking up.
It's crazy.
Well,
no,
they're upward and onward
Batman's
with
been great.
Penguin.
Batman's been great.
The Christopher Nolan Batmans are
Yeah.
great. The Robertson Batman
But
was
DC
really good.
on a whole.
Yeah.
It's been fucking up.
Like he's not Batman. They only make good Batman movies when it's just Batman. They haven't been able to make incorporate him into the DCU.
Yes.
Well,
yeah. And
The Ben Affleck Batman was the best part of those Justice League movies.
I would agree.
Absolutely.
He was very good.
He looked the part.
but again, their conflict in Batman vs Superman getting resolved because they both realize their mom's name is Martha is
So
one of
stupid.
the crazier things ever in a movie.
That's real.
That's
Yeah,
real. They're
that's
like
real.
fighting the whole movie, and then
And he has a kryptonite spike. He's
yeah,
putting
and
the
Superman's like Martha,
You're
and
killing Martha.
Batman's like, "What did you just say? That's my mom's name." And then they're just like, "Never mind, let's kill the bad guy."
Let's be friends.
Yeah.
So stupid. So one vote for Pirates of the Caribbean from Danny. Nick.
I mean, I'm abstaining. These both suck tremendous dick. It's
Very-
just like pirates are just dirty rapists.
That's true.
Like they come into town, take everything, and then leave. And then Metropolis is always just being flattened, like to an atomic level. I'm abstaining. This sucks.
You can. You're also welcome to abstain if you want.
I will not abstain. I am going to choose Metropolis. And Nick is right. Metropolis would not be good. Being Pirates of the Caribbean time is the worst. There's no toilets, no running water. It's horrific.
Yeah.
It's a horrible place to be.
Yeah.
The idea that someone thinks this is the best place to live is insane.
A lot of submissions for Pirates.
That's a weather-based thing.
I
It's a
agree.
weather-based choice.
Geolocation. You'd rather be in the Caribbean now than be in Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah.
with whatever powers that be there.
Keira Knightley is beautiful. She would smell like ass.
Yeah.
I would rather live in Siberia now than Pirates of the Caribbean.
There's also something that is not giving a fuck. Like you're waking up, you're a pirate every day. You don't. Your only goal is to survive.
I bet you know pirates happy.
What?
That's why they drink. That's
They're
why-
always just looking for treasure.
Yeah.
For booty, yeah.
And once they find it, they're lost, man.
Yeah. Clemmer?
Yeah, I
You're
chose
picking Metropolis. An abstention. I think I would pick Metropolis between the two. I'd agree. I think the Pirates world is just not as glamorous as the movies.
Metropolis is only it's like a slightly worse New York, right?
It's worse, but also I guess kind of better.
I always
New
thought
York's crime is worse.
Metropolis was Chicago and Gotham City was New York.
No, I've always thought well, it's weird because Smallville's Kansas.
Yeah.
So like
Well,
technically Metropolis
that's where he's.
He
that's where
grew
he's
up there.
from.
but he doesn't like it it seems like he goes to the big city outside of their town. It's not like he moved from Kansas
No,
to
that's
New
why I
York
think
City.
I've always said, and the guys are from Cleveland, the guys that created.
sorry.
So I always thought that Chicago and Metropolis.
Yeah, Gotham has
Whoa,
always been New
really?
York. Gotham
I've always thought
been
Metropolis is like fictional and Gotham is just New York Chicago mix.
New York. I always thought Gotham has New York and
If
Metropolis.
in
was
1978 movie Superman, Metropolis is clearly New York.
There is actually something I found very interesting in the Joker Faliatu movie, which was awful.
So bad.
But there's a point where they're in a courtroom and it goes like the city Gotham State of New York. And I was like, I feel like that's never really been confirmed before.
Wow, yeah.
That whole scene is they shoot it outside of the New York City courthouse building. Like
Yeah.
downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
City Hall.
Yeah.
I'm going Metropolis. I'd rather live in a city where, I mean, Lex Luthor might be up to his tricks, but I got Superman. At the end of the day, Soup's
Yeah,
going to
you're
come.
You're warm year round in Caribbean.
Yeah, I'm smelly.
number 2 seed versus
So
number
bad.
You have an excuse to be smelling that.
Those
We don't
both were
live
bad.
long either.
2 seed versus 15 seed. The 2 seed is Harry Potter. Harry Potter's world, and again, you're in a medium special person here, so you're
a wizard at
Mudblood. You are a
Hogwarts.
wizard.
I'm a wizard.
You are definitely a wizard of some kind, and
Or at least a
Hogwarts.
mudblood.
I think a medium person that all right.
medium special person. So
I don't want to be in fucking within 4 years of Harry Potter. Those were the 4 worst years of school for anybody.
Let's say you're not within the 4 years of Harry
Okay.
Potter's
Thank you.
graduating class. So you're in the Harry Potter universe, and you are a wizard. You can do magic, but you're not an exceptional wizard. You're not like some fucking beast, Dumbledore or whatever. You're just a medium level wizard, and that's going up against.
You're a no-name Hufflepuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're a no name.
Second string Quidditch team.
Yeah, that works
Yeah,
like the
JV Quidditch, a bludger.
Yep, benched, never played. And you were like working the ministry of whatever. And that's going up against number 15 seed. This one I didn't totally get into. I thought about it for a second. Pandora from Avatar, but you would have to be a Navi. So you
You're
would
blue?
So I
Yeah.
have to attach my sex organ to my mode of transportation.
Yes, and to everything. You have to you have to use your hair to fuck it or start your car.
Fuck that.
So you're a Navi in Pandora, or you're a wizard in Harry Potter. Let's start with you, Danny.
I've been waiting for the Hogwarts world. That might be my 1-1. I would love to be just one of the cooler people in Ravenclaw as opposed to nobody.
You're not
in
a Ravenclaw.
Gryffindor.
You're not a Ravenclaw.
Hufflepuff?
You're a
Give me
Hufflepuff.
that at
I see
least.
Hufflepuff.
Going Hogwarts instantly. Would love to roam around in that forest. Are we all on the same agreement? Like, do you see Slytherin the same as you see like Lannisters?
Yeah.
Game of
Yeah.
Thrones,
That's
right?
fair.
Yeah.
All right, that's normal, right? I don't know if it was the green, the white hair, or what. But all right, just a side note. Hogwarts easily.
1 for the Harry Potter world.
Yep.
Nick.
At Gryffindor, their branding is closer to Lannister.
It's true. Red and line.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm messing up. I thought they were green.
The Slytherins are green and snake. Yeah.
I don't like Harry Potter.
I meant Lannister.
I read the books, got to like the 3rd movie. Don't like Harry Potter.
Did you watch the full 3rd movie? That's when it gets good. First 2, I think, are the worst.
I disagree.
I watched.
Besides 5.
That's when Chris Columbus left, right?
Yep. And Iñárritu, I think, Alfonso Cuarón directed the 3rd one.
I'm still going to go Harry Potter here. Wands are gay. I don't want to be waving that for tricks.
Holding a wand and saying the incantations isn't great either.
No. I the school seems cold and dark, and the professors seem mean.
Buffet every meal. You get a broomstick.
Yeah,
Flying around.
Fly.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd be afraid.
To get on the broom.
Yeah, I
Your
wouldn't
friends
fly.
call you gay.
I wouldn't fly.
You
I
don't
wanna
have to.
work.
You can apparate, and you can instantly teleport anywhere you want.
I'm not going to Hogwarts. I'm going to go straight to like the workforce. I'm going to go.
You can go to trade school.
I'm going to be that shrunken head on the double-decker bus.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
The Jamaican.
Yeah, I'm going to be the Jamaican drunken head.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
Do you remember
The Bombay Ride.
one of the many funny things about J.K. Rowling is that like one of the only black characters in Harry Potter's name was like Frank Shacklesworth or something. Like
His name is Seamus Shackles.
no, that's the Irish guy you're thinking of. Seamus. His name is like Seamus
Seamus-
O'Malley or some shit. Yeah.
And then the one Asian is Cho Chang.
Cho Chang. Yeah.
Wait, and then the one Jewish character she made, his last name's Goldstein.
Yeah. His name's
Money. His name's Money Goldstein.
Money Goldstein. Yep.
No, it's not Money.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
He's got the most amazing imagination of all time, except when it comes to thinking of
naming
names.
things. She had no clue what to do with names.
She's in the middle of a Wendy's lobby writing it on the napkin or whatever.
Yeah.
Cho Chang.
And Cho Chang, that's a winner. So
Not racist.
2 for Harry Potter. Klemmer?
So how come everyone in Harry Potter is British? Like, is there an
There's
American?
There's American.
American college.
Yeah.
Or high school, I guess.
So there's an American like Hogwarts.
Yeah.
That we
I don't know where it
we
is.
never see it,
No, not in the movies or anything.
but it
Yeah,
exists.
not even
How do we
Goblet
know
of
it
Fire,
exists?
Mm-hmm. It does exist.
Right? Well,
Yeah,
what were
how
the
do we
other, what were the other wizard universities
There-
in Goblet of Fire?
There was
one was very clearly Germany and France.
there was
I
like
think it European.
Beauxbatons or something,
Yeah,
which was
Swastika
French.
gave it
All right, so I can stay in America.
And then there was another one. Is like there's Eastern European. That's where like Victor Crumb went and all them.
Yeah.
So I can still do like American thing. I can still like watch baseball and go to the movies and do things like that.
That's all.
Oh, you're gonna love
Belarus.
this. The Ivor Morney School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, which is in Mount Greylock, Massachusetts.
All right.
That could not be closer to you. What word do you want?
Why do you think I left? I don't want to be cold. It's fine. That's good. Yeah, I'll do that.
You're in New York City. It's cold
and
there.
Believe me,
You
I
got a
will.
sweatsuit
I
on.
am going to move only south.
From here on, yeah.
The only like if there was a Barstool San Diego, I would be petitioning every day to go there.
Oh, me too.
No, I don't like the other world, the all that the Avatar
Pandora.
nonsense. Yeah.
Unobtainium with Giovanni Ribisi.
I like Giovanni Ribisi. I don't like that. Giovanni Ribisi, by the way, cinematographer, Strange Darling.
Was he really?
Yeah, first time he's ever shot a movie. It's very good.
Wow. Good for him.
Have you guys ever met an actual Avatar fan?
No,
no.
they don't exist.
Not like
They
a
don't
super
exist.
fan.
They
You know
make
who
so
is?
much money though.
Yeah, you know who is a super fan though? DeAndre Hopkins. He is
Oh yeah, him dressing up as the Na'vi.
He dressed up like a Na'vi for Halloween in one of the most like extensive, like super complicated costumes I've ever seen in my life. It was crazy.
I've never met any. It's a great question.
Actually, I never met anyone, but
Avatar
I
fan.
did tweet something similar to that one time. Like, I've never met, like, whatever, no one likes Avatar, and my replies were a lot of Avatar fans. But, like, they don't
Really?
exist on Earth.
They must. I mean, they make so much money, but yet
They're James Cameron bots.
They also
Well,
do.
they have like their own world at Universal. Is that where it is?
It's very cool too. Or no, at Disney World they had it. I went on the rock. Me, Jeff Portnoy, and Austin.
Just called Dave
Just the boys.
Portnoy?
Dave.
I called him Portnoy.
My brain was scanning every single person there, and like you know how you just like sometimes you just zero in on one thing. But we all went on the ride there. It was sick. It was very cool. They like pump smells and like
That's
shit on you.
cool.
It's fucking sick. No farts, thank God. So we're all Harry Potter. Tommy.
Harry Potter, easy.
Harry Potter is Harry Potter's gonna move on. Before we get to the playoffs, let's talk about our last ad of the day. New one, Pepper Palace.
oh wow.
Never heard of this one before seeing this ad, but it seems amazing. Pepper Palace specializes in wild to mild, small batch handcrafted all natural hot sauces, barbecue sauce, seasonings, wing sauce, and more. With flavors of from the hottest out there to the ones with no heat, Pepper Palace has something for everyone. Over 90 retail location stores where you could try before you buy with a free sample every day. Give the gift of flavor this year with a specialty gift pack from stocking stuffer from Pepper Palace. Visit pepperpalace.com and shop the exclusive deals on this holiday season. This Black Friday, save on top picks from their 30% off savings deal at pepperpalace.com and save up to 70% off on pre-made gift packs at any store retail location. Visit pepperpalace.com and shop exclusive deals this holiday season. Sounds great. I love hot sauce.
We have to
Cool
tell.
sponsor. Cool sponsor.
We have to
Cool.
tell Marty about this. Marty and I love both. Marty especially loves sauces.
Yeah, he's a big sauce guy.
He believes
That's
there's
true.
sauces in the earth that have not yet been discovered.
Okay, playoffs time. First matchup of the day is Star Wars. We're aware, at least.
Yeah, someone wears Star Wars.
Versus Whoville.
That's the Dr. Seuss.
Yes, Dr. Seuss from How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
It's a Star Wars world. It depends what planet you're on. Did you guys
So we
determine
said
that?
it would
We
be
said Naboo.
We said Naboo, which is like Lake Como in Italy, more or less.
Yeah.
And for me, while we wait for Tommy, I would say between these two, Whoville seems more idyllic, I guess. I would say Star Wars though because
Does everyone speak in rhymes?
they don't speak in rhymes in the Grinch.
All right.
Yeah, so I don't think so. I would say Star Wars because I think Star Wars world is, especially if you're in Naboo, it seems like it'd be amazing.
Yeah, Naboo seems pretty cool. I'll choose that too. The Whoville stuff I think would annoy me.
2 for Star Wars versus Whoville. Nick,
There's zero threat of annihilation or genocide in Whoville.
it's fair.
I'm gonna go, and there's no people that can control things with their mind, whether they be good or evil. I'm going Whoville.
Waking up from like a Jedi mind trance to see you're getting butt fucked by Yoda, like that's
Yeah,
just
right. I don't want that.
You don't want that.
Dude. You know, waking up next to Kit Fisto? Hell no.
Actually, no. Kid Fisto definitely fucks right. You do want to wake up next to him.
Kit Fisto?
Yeah.
I'm not fucking Kit Fisto.
He's like a Jamaican like squid man. Like he fucks right.
I mean, he fists, I
Yeah,
assume.
yeah, of course. Danny.
I'm gonna go Whoville. Every day just seems like a pep rally. The best times of the year are even better in Whoville.
That sounds
It's nothing
exhausting.
but joy.
So we are
Ugh.
2-2. Star Wars versus Whoville.
Oh, Whoville. You got two Grinch heads on here. Good luck beating fucking Whoville. Oh yeah, you missed it. Me and DC are the two biggest Jim Carrey Grinch fans
They
in the
know
world.
every detail about it, and I told them how much you hate it.
Yeah, that movie kinda
I could
stinks.
probably directly quote at least the first 20 minutes of that.
I think we need to watch it together one day and see how much we can quote of it. I'm due for my
I would
rewatch with
love
my
to.
dad in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then after that,
We'll
I'll
fly
have it
Danny
all
out.
Yeah,
fresh.
fly Dan after watching
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Why did your dad watch it with
expenses
you?
bulletproof.
Yeah.
We just watched it. I
Does
don't
he
know.
watch it because he knows you love it, or does he watch it because he enjoys it?
We I don't know. We watched it as a kid as the first time. It's
Yeah.
the one Christmas movie. We watch it every year.
That's the one?
It's the one
Yeah, it's a
Christmas
great movie.
It's a
Don't
great
hate on it.
movie.
Yeah.
Don't hate on it.
Not a I think it's way better than you think.
Klemmer's too busy watching It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, you're exactly right. That is the best Christmas movie by far.
Vengeance.
It is. It's
What's
sad.
Christmas
I love that
about?
movie so much.
It is
It's just sad for me.
It does start with like a suicide attempt, basically. That is.
Yeah,
it has-
it doesn't give me the spirit.
Oh my!
It's a
At
good
the end of that movie, when your friends and family help
gangs.
him out, and the angel gets his wings.
It's good in the sense where it's like, man, I owe a couple people apologies, but I don't know if it gets me in the Christmas spirit.
The only Muppet Christmas Carol was my one.
Ooh,
I
Muppet
love
Christmas.
the Muppets. I'm obsessed with the Muppets.
Miss
You know, he's a
Piggy in
huge
that
Muppet
Christmas
guy.
skirt.
Maybe
Who?
the number one Muppet guy I thought at this company until you just said that, Jeff D. Lowe. He loves.
Me and
That's
Jeff
not-
Dilo
that's
talk
not
Muppets a lot.
shocking.
Yeah, that makes sense. He is obsessed with the Muppets.
You know who hates the Muppets?
Who?
Saturday Night Live in the '70s when
Henson?
it was Jim Henson was there, and Michael Donnie, the head writer, says, "I don't write for felt."
Yeah.
Jesus
It's a
Christ.
great disarming attack.
I just watched the scene where the Muppets found out Jim Henson died, and they tackled death and loss so perfectly. The Muppets.
Those damn Muppets.
It's really good shit.
I like the Jason Segel Muppet movie. I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, the
I
guy
liked
from
it.
Flight of the Conchords won an Oscar.
Jermaine Clement.
Yeah.
The other,
The other guy?
Brett.
Oh, the sexy elf. Yeah. Okay, so now we have Elder Scrolls versus Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the other Avatar. So this was a
cartoon.
Oh, that's the bad M. Night Shyamalan movie?
no. The bad M Night Shyamalan movie was based off of
You're gonna piss off Kenjac.
an extremely good cartoon.
I'm sure it's awesome.
It was amazing.
It bothers me that when you look at IMDb, like top TV shows of all time, it's ranked like 10th or something.
It's
It pisses me
it's an
off. There's no way it's good.
Why is it like what's good?
It's like an extremely well built world where it's like everybody has like one of like four like powers, or not everybody. I would say like what is it, like 50-50 percentage wise of like the population.
I would say like 1/3.
Yeah, they you either are able to control fire, you're able to control
Captain
Earth.
Planet.
But that's just those 4-5 people, whatever. Like this is like all these people can control Earth, you control wind, you control fire, or you control water.
Okay.
And like each one is corresponding to a nation. So like there's like the Earth Nation, the Fire Nation, Water Nation, Air Nation, and they all do different things. And it's like a very well built world. It's all about like.
I think everybody would like it if they watched it.
I would agree. I think it's such a well put. It's made by do you know the guy that made the Mandalorian? David Filoni.
Yeah, I don't.
So he made The Mandalorian. He made like all the new great Star Wars stuff. He's the one who was like partially the creator or partially the.
But why is this
director
world
of it.
good? I guess then.
It's just like
This
the
world
way.
sounds horrible so far.
No, it's amazing. The way they put together like all the.
Not the movie, or not the show. I'm saying the
The
world to
cities
live
are
in.
beautiful. It's good. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, very good vibe.
Like
Very,
ancient Japan.
I'm gonna abstain. I feel bad because I don't know either of these things, so I'm gonna abstain.
it's totally fine.
Listen, I don't know either of them, but we're taking guesses based on
Are
what
we?
we know.
Yeah.
What Elder Scrolls is good because
They have a good border.
They have a great border across the whole country. So let's start though with Danny. Elder Scrolls versus Avatar.
I'm gonna have to go Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too much about Elder Scrolls, but the forest looks cool. I could have my own horse, connect ponytail to it. I guess by default.
Different
I'm going
Avatar. Different
That's
Avatar.
a different avatar.
Different
Oh,
Avatar.
Airbender.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so. Do I only have the possibility of getting superpowers if I choose Airbender, or
I
does
think
Elder
again you're
Scrolls do
medium
that?
special. I think you're an below average bender in this case.
Can you give me like a rough estimate of what year it would be like in each of
yes,
these?
yeah, that helps.
Like feudal Japan, probably.
Yeah, like close to like feudal Japan, I would say.
Or like 1400s?
so no running water.
Yeah.
And what about in Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, running water would
Elder
be an
Scrolls
issue.
probably a little earlier than that. I would say.
These sound
Oh, it's
horrible.
earlier than that?
No, Elder Scrolls medieval.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls closer to medieval.
Yeah, I'm going Airbender.
Why would anyone want to live in either of these times?
Being able to do magic.
But you can't piss in a toilet.
They have toilets in both of these.
They don't have running water.
Toilets.
I don't know if they definitely had running water in Bossing Say. Like, you can
You're
literally
pissing
move,
in a bucket.
You can literally move water. Like you have the power to move water in this game.
That would be nice.
So in bloodbending, I forgot about that. How creepy that was. So you're going with Avatar, Danny?
Yep.
Nick.
The dragons in Elder Scrolls is a knock.
Dragons?
Mm-hmm.
It's a knock.
You guys should have led with that.
There are dragons.
That's a problem.
It's a knock. But granted, they only existed for like in the Skyrim. Like they weren't. There's a lot of bad shit in Oblivion. There's
Daedra.
hell can come to Earth. Yeah, it has to be It has to be Avatar. Has to be Avatar.
Speaking of dragons, can I intervene real quick? There's this clip that came out like a month ago from the show, and I still watch it maybe every other day. The producer just chimed in, and you guys asked him, it was mythical
Jason.
creatures. Yes, it was dragons or something. And he immediately, did you see this, Nick? He starts off with, I need to fuck a dragon. And
Oh,
Jason.
yes. Jason, yes.
Nick, everyone goes, what? And he goes, oh, if you can't admit that, that's the most basic thing.
Yeah.
You got to see this clip.
Oh, that's a fetish.
Was there any follow-up? He was like, he was acting like, wait, not everyone. He went home that night and was like, okay, I guess.
Is he still
everyone
around?
wants to fuck a
Jason?
dragon.
Yeah, it was just we were talking about him. We were just talking about it the other day. He was just like
Wait,
such a
Beard Jason?
Yeah, Beard
Yeah,
Jason.
Beard Jason.
Oh, I thought it was like an intern named Jason.
No,
Jason?
no. Regular
He
Jason.
needs to fuck a dragon.
He was like the tiebreaker on. I think
Why are you surprised?
You got to see this. The
was-
confidence.
Yeah, you're right.
If you had to tell me anyone in the office wanted to fuck a dragon,
He'd be my
I said,
1-1.
Jason,
Yeah.
yeah.
We were talking about like which mythical creature is the best, and he was the tie-breaking vote. And he was like, "What would you pick, Jason?" And he's like, "A dragon. I need to fuck
I wanna
one."
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See if we can put it up
But
to the.
he said like, of course you want to fuck a dragon the same way. Like, of course you want to fuck an Instagram model.
Yeah,
He's
like-
"Duh, you're not gonna admit that.
as if it was the most obvious fetish that all of us have ever had. It was very bizarro. But yeah, it was fun. So the 2 for Avatar right now, Klemmer.
I don't want to be deciding, but Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
I don't know. These both sound horrible. I don't know why anyone would want to do these things.
Imagine a
I
world.
agree.
Horrible.
Elder Scrolls is cool. Like the cities are cool. Like you have a cozy little place.
I like
fire
that.
always
Yeah.
going.
I like that.
Fire and you can create fire with your hands. You can create ice with your hands.
It's so
Wait,
great.
in Elder Scrolls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was Avatar.
You can do that in
Yeah,
Avatar
you
too,
would
but
be-
it's only
it's
one
kind
thing.
of both.
Yeah. In in Avatar, you can only do one of those.
The
things.
winner of this was going up against Whoville.
Yes.
Good fucking luck to either of
Whoville
these.
or no, it's definitely Whoville.
It's going to go up against Whoville.
I'm gonna pick Avatar so it wins, and then I'm immediately sending my next vote for.
I would have picked
Whoville.
Avatar anyway.
We have Nick watch this real quick. I want
Yes,
his reaction.
absolutely. Just play it up against the mic
Okay.
if you can.
The dragon. It's got to be dragons. I need to fuck one. I need them to be real. What's going on?
He said it damn near accidentally.
I need to fuck a dragon. That's the most basic thing. Everybody wants to fuck a dragon. If you're not willing to admit it, you're only lying to yourself. What are you talking about? Said
Don't play cool. He said. Wait, the way
dragon. It's got to be dragons. I need to fuck one.
Yeah, he stopped. He did hesitate.
I need to fuck
He
one.
hesitated on the knee. He's like, I need to fuck.
Oh my
The
god.
fact that clip didn't get like 1K retweets. That's truly
That is so
definitely
fucking
underrated.
funny.
That was hysterical.
No idea.
So
It's
Avatar.
like saying like a like
But that
you
might
get turned
be
on
like,
by a dinosaur.
That might be like an inner bar. So if you know Jason,
Yeah.
But still, like I'm willing to say I'm the exact opposite of horny if I'm next to a fire breathing dragon.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It's
Could
like
not be
fucking.
less.
It's like
There is
fucking
nothing
an
that
animal.
looks-
Imagine a dragon's about to breathe fire on you, and you're like, oh,
Is there
my
anything
God.
it shares with a human?
I need to fuck
anatomically?
you.
No.
So like, is he watching Jurassic Park and like, oh, these beautiful pigs?
or like
I
Game
don't
of
know.
Thrones, and he's like, oh,
Look at that
Drogon.
brontosaurus.
Wanna fuck.
That might be the way to beat a dragon. You could creep a dragon out by hitting
Yeah.
on it. A dragon's probably never been hit on by a human.
I'm gonna fuck that dragon.
Yeah.
He's not slaying
Fuck
it.
that dust.
Slaying it.
You're gonna breathe fire on me, daddy.
He always thought slaying a dragon meant like fucking slaying pussy.
I actually, and I didn't want to say this to him because it almost freaked me out in the moment.
That's what I figured because you guys were weirdly quiet. And I was like, I don't know this guy.
I thought
as
he
well
was.
as him.
No, I just
It's
didn't know
the
he was
most
fucking with us.
basic thing.
No, fucking a girl is
Food, water, shelter, fucking a dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon.
I remember my freshman year college roommate. He like I had to use his computer to get something, and he wasn't in the room. So I went on his computer and opened it up, and there was dragon porn open, but it was I don't understand. I don't know the mechanics of it entirely. But in the porn, the dragon was fucking a car. So like I don't know how that is something that could turn on a human because it wasn't like
CGI or cartoon.
it was like a cartoon. So
That'd be weird if that would be weird if you caught a dragon watching that.
yeah, but
So imagine a human watching that,
That's like a guy fucking his couch.
and it would also be less weird if it was watching a dragon fuck a dragon,
yes,
because that's kind of badass.
this was
Yeah.
it was
It's
a
not
dragon.
sexy.
You could claim I was curious, but you're never.
It was a
curious
dragon
about
like
fucking
flooding out a car with cum. Like it was fucking the car, and it was like blowing out the windows with.
What kind of
jizz.
car?
It's like a red sedan.
Ooh,
think.
I get it now.
Yeah, now it suddenly makes sense. So in the moment, I was like, "Holy shit, is that my freshman year roommate?" But I think he has a different name. But yeah, so it freaked me out for a split second. So Tommy went for Whoville versus Avatar.
Yeah, I mean this shouldn't even be a
I'm going Avatar.
contest.
I'm going Avatar. I want the
Everyone's
power.
happy all the time. We got a huge countdown clock to Christmas. There's no bad things besides
That
the Grinch, who
sounds
turns out to
awful.
not be that bad
Isn't
at all.
isn't
You
the
would
mayor
hate
bad?
that.
The mayor's like he's like
Bad
a
guy.
politician.
You would hate this, Tommy. If everyone's happy all the time,
I would. You know
would
what?
be
I'd like it
fucking
more than
miserable.
feudal fucking Japan.
It's not like feudal. It might be like a little bit of an over exaggeration.
Yeah, it's like pick heaven or hell.
It's feudal Japan without like there's like the Fire Nation at they were at war, but like
You
Okay,
get
but
so
we
many.
can-
Santa's real in fucking Whoville. That's awesome.
right.
Yeah.
You can at least acknowledge you're not picking Whoville because it'd be too nice.
I'm picking Whoville because it seems great and it seems a lot better than a terrible time to live.
You know,
I-
same,
I-
but anyone who's not picking it is because
Yeah.
it's too happy, too joyous.
I haven't looked into Whoville lore, like or whatever that world is. There has to be more evil.
No, that's
Yeah.
why they hate the Grinch so much.
Kind of like
He's-
limited area. It's all on a snowflake. I don't know how much more there could possibly be in the world.
But like when you watch The Grinch, don't you kind of root for The Grinch?
Oh yeah, but he
So that
ends up.
tells you how horrible the Whoville is.
You root for him to change.
Yeah, you see what the Grinch really is, and you see inside of his character, and you see his upbringing, and you see, he was made fun of at school. He felt like an outcast. He was basically exiled.
So maybe people in Whoville aren't that great.
Yeah, maybe they're not nice.
I mean, I'll tell you what, if a green fucking monster showed up, I might give him a couple of dirty looks, too.
Yeah, are we going to address this, or?
Yeah, we just going to let this slide?
So we're 1-1 right now. Avatar.
Tommy's one of the bad guys in Wicked.
Oh, absolutely.
What are you going with?
Whoville. I went with Avatar.
Whoville.
I want powers. I want powers.
I want a TV and go to the movies.
Whoville?
You got that in Whoville.
Yeah, you don't have this in this fucking other place.
I didn't
You
remember.
got that in Whoville, you're just a little more excited for
Like
Christmas.
all the things I like. That's why it's so crazy with some of these things. Like you enjoy watching this Avatar Airbender thing, right?
Yeah.
You enjoy it. You cannot watch it in this other world. You cannot. You love movies. All the things you love to do, you can no longer do.
Yeah, but if I could fly, I would be like okay with.
How do you know that? You know what you love now. Like after a half hour of flying, I'd be like, all right.
I think you'd like flying.
you wouldn't.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucking sick.
All right, 3 days. Like at some point, you're like, all right, I get it.
But imagine the simple hassle of getting to fly over like having to rent a divvy. Even that alone is like, all right, this is way better.
Rent a what?
than normal.
That's our city.
Oh,
bike
sorry,
here.
city
Oh, okay,
bike.
sorry. Threw me for a fucking loop
Or
there.
hail a cab.
Drop and rent a divvy.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just being able, even if it wasn't the airbending, if I was able to like, make a stone house with my hands, or like make a fucking or if I was a waterbender, be able to like walk on the water, like do all this shit's crazy.
I guess like the first few times you do it, I think after a while you'd be like, all right,
Not really. You can make a house. You're saving hundreds
walk
of
on the
thousands of
water.
dollars.
I bet like that. By the 80th time you walk in the water, you're probably like, all right.
Create.
Tommy, you're too Jewish presenting to live in Whoville. They would.
They would not like you.
No, but counterpoint, my nose would look way different.
Yeah, that's a
so
good
they
thing.
wouldn't think I was Jewish. Yeah.
They also. I don't remember seeing a TV in Whoville for the point of the movie and TV.
He has a
Some
doesn't.
modern times, all right.
I don't remember him having one though. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he might not have one because he doesn't have electricity up in Mount
but I remember them in their house having one, like in Cindy Lou Who's house. But
no, Grinch had one, I believe.
They had to light the Christmas
Grinch had a
tree.
radio,
they definitely have electricity, no doubt.
and they
But
have radios.
If they got electricity soon enough, they'll get TV.
like Grinch is a radio,
the Grinch stuff has.
so I could listen to baseball games. Like
But there's no baseball
It all
games.
comes down to baseball.
Yeah, but there is no baseball games.
I think there are. I think Whoville's like pretty normal. So compared, like I think it's pretty normal.
Do you think that Whoville, like Who baseball, is as good?
Probably
Literally,
not.
Who's on first?
Probably,
Like Who's
probably sucks.
Yeah,
Probably
there's literally a
sucks.
Who on first.
It probably sucks.
Yeah,
But then you can be the best.
yeah.
I still wouldn't be the best.
So we're
I'd
two
still
for
suck.
Whoville, one for Avatar. Nick.
My vote doesn't matter. You know who I'm sitting next to. Avatar, though.
Yeah, Avatar. Danny.
Whoville, baby. Fucking go.
Whoville.
You guys will get so tired of it.
no, I want it. I actually want it.
Everything you like would not be there in the same sense. Like
It wouldn't be an Avatar either.
Everything you like wouldn't be there at
It
all.
wouldn't, but
in any sense.
you'd have powers, and you'd be basically magical.
I'd rather have happiness.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have all the happiness.
I don't
that you
want
used to.
like if you told me like right now, I swear to God, if you're like, all right, Chris, you can have powers, you can never enjoy baseball, which is the thing I really like, or you can never go to the movies again. I'm fine. I'm happy with how I am now. Like I'm happy enjoying the things I enjoy now.
I don't know, but like if you could fly.
But I could never do something.
You go fly to a baseball game.
Yeah, I can never.
You can go fly to any baseball game you want. That's a great
I can
point.
either fly or never see a movie again. I'd want to go see movies. I know I love movies. After flying, like all right, flying's cool, but like I enjoy going to the movies.
I don't know, man. That seems fucking awesome. I would love that. So Whoville's
You
gonna
have to be microscopic to live in Whoville.
It's also true. You are like this. You're a subatomic.
Oh really?
They're on a
it's
snowflake.
It's on a speck of dust or a snowflake.
Yeah,
Oh,
We're all equal. We're all equal in Whoville, though.
That's a loss.
yeah. Well, you voted for it.
Okay.
So now we have this is what you voted for, sucker. Like fucking,
Yeah, you
like,
showed me.
watching, yeah. So now we have Lord of the Rings versus Star Trek. Again, Lord of the Rings is specifically the
I thought that was
show.
the final.
That
I thought
was
Whoville just won.
no. Whoville's into the
sick.
finals. So Lord of the Rings, specifically the Shire versus Star Trek. Tommy.
I'll go Star Trek. Like I said, the farmlands and shit, and the whatever the thing is where I can go to anywhere I want. That seems
Teleporter?
great. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
gonna go
pretty
with
cool.
Star Trek.
I would do between these two. I think I would be mentally more at peace in the or in the Lord of the Rings world, but Star Trek world just seems at the point we're at right now. I would rather be in the Star Trek world.
Star Trek world looks very happy and it looks amazing. All of the features you can do. But it looks like our world are like much better.
There are some nasty.
The
aliens.
future that Roddenberry has is much more happier than a lot. It's not like Blade Runner.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Not dystopian. Although it was
It's rare to
dystopian
see a
before.
happy future depicted in sci-fi.
I know.
but
Yeah, they had a dystopian future, and then they fixed it basically. Like they had a World War III, and then they fixed it.
Things usually come up good guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, you got to go Star Trek here.
Star Trek, Danny.
Does it Star Trek already win? I'll take whatever I need to in order to advance Whoville somehow.
Yeah. Well, Star Trek is now moving on. Now we have on the top Harry Potter versus Metropolis. Danny.
Oh, Harry Potter easily. It's right up there with Whoville.
Are you a Harry Potter guy?
I love the movies, but I don't know if you could beat that world. Like you have the option of having powers, all those mythical creatures. Every day seems like a new adventure.
Mythical creatures to me is a negative.
Me too.
Depends on the creature.
There's dragons too.
There are dragons.
And giant spiders.
Do we see dragons?
Aragog, I forgot about him. Damn.
Yeah, I'm thinking Buckbeat. I'm thinking that.
Also dangerous. He slashes someone.
Didn't one of the Weasleys had a dragon?
Yeah, Bill was a dragon trainer.
I thought they were okay. I thought they were more of a snake family, but still Harry Potter regardless.
Yeah.
Never a boring day at Hogwarts.
Harry Potter, Nick.
I'm going Harry Potter at Metropolis, but I don't love it. It's not strong.
2 for Harry Potter, Klemmer.
Yeah, same. I guess it's kind of cool. Like Harry Potter, we're still in the modern world, but I'd have like mild wizard powers.
Yeah, you could watch baseball if you want. It doesn't matter.
And I can go to the movies and I can do all the things I want to do. I could have like a regular life, but I just have these little extra.
I mean, you could have
powers.
way more of a regular life in Metropolis.
But I have regular life plus I have powers. Metropolis,
but you're
I'm a
at this
regular
fucking
guy.
school.
You don't have to.
You're only for a little while.
How does it work? You graduate from school and you're just a wizard in the real world?
You can either go and live your life like kind of as like a muggle, like a regular person, or you can go work in the.
Is everybody
in the
a
magic
wizard?
World. No.
I think most people aren't.
No.
Most people are not.
How do you get it?
It's you're born with it, or
It's family.
yeah.
Like what percentage? What percent
There
are
are
wizards?
only 2 genders.
Must be small. Think about how many people in Hogwarts, how many people live in England.
Yeah.
Must be very small.
You're saying like having powers in Harry Potter world is a con for you?
No, pro.
Okay.
Because like I would basically live in this world, right? I probably maybe have the same job, but I get to do a couple. I can make like this item float or something. All right, it's a win.
So slightly less than 1% of the world's population are wizards.
This sounds like a W then, right?
Yeah. I'll raise you to you. Like you can also apparate, which means like you teleport anywhere. So you could, if you were like, hey, I want to go watch the Mets today, you're there.
So I get teleportation powers as well as live in the real world?
As well as live in the real world.
This is impossible to beat.
Yeah, and you have a wand, which means you can do magic.
The wand, though, I don't like the wand thing.
You want to be able to do magic?
I do. I know it is like
Nick
was saying, though, it's very phallic.
You could sit there watching that fucking Dodgers game, and you could be like, put a fucking curse on Freddie Freeman.
That's cheating. I don't like that.
Yeah, well, you would murder him.
You'd have to be like very powerful. You could change the channel with your wand.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, like that stuff. Like there's regular base. I don't want to hurt or impact anybody else's life.
Mm-hmm. Fair. I'm just throwing it out there. So Harry Potter is gonna win, but
I would have won Metropolis for the record.
Metropolis. Harry Potter would have voted for as well. So Harry Potter versus Star Trek. Tommy.
Star Trek. I mean, it feels like a bunch of runt kids in Hogwarts, and Star Trek seems like nice. Star Trek just seems like the future. Like living in the future would be awesome. I guess there's some trouble, but there's some trouble. I mean, I wouldn't want to be Harry Potter. Voldemort has a real distaste for me. But I'd go with Star Trek. Seems like the future. Future seems sick.
I would do between these two. Like the technology advances of Star Trek are awesome. I would love to have the superpowers of a wizard. Like if I could, like right now on Friday, instead of taking a 10-hour flight to Turkey, just go bam, I'm there.
Yeah, but then you're there alone.
You could also do that in Star Trek.
Also, you have to keep that you're a wizard secret. If you get found out, don't they like?
You also wouldn't be going to Turkey. You would probably
you go to like
give yourself
wizard
hair.
I could also use do fucking magic and make.
But in the future, in Star Trek, you probably just take a pill and have hair.
No, they don't care about that in the future. That was the thing that Roddenberry said.
Because Jean-Luc Picard doesn't have hair.
Yeah, because Picard doesn't have hair.
They don't care about hair.
Like, yeah, they're like, why doesn't Picard use technology to get hair? And he's like, in the future, they wouldn't care about that.
That's
I'm just saying that's like one problem that could just easily be fixed with like wizarding powers.
But it wouldn't be a problem in Star Trek.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is one problem that could be easily fixed, and there's other ones that could also be fixed. And I think just the Harry Potter world having magical powers and all that shit would be sick. So I would go with that. Klemmer?
I'm kind of now I'm back to like I don't want to have the powers alone. Like, I'm the exact opposite of you with this, but like I would hate being the only one with these powers.
You wouldn't be.
Well, yeah, you're like part of 1%. But you said you like having powers that other people don't have. I don't like that.
You can also marry or like someone who isn't a wizard. Like,
right.
You can interact. You can do all these things.
I know, but I'm the only one who has the power.
Class.
Yeah,
that's right. But I'm the only one with the power. Like
you're not the only.
You
one.
don't have to use it.
No, like so. Let's say I can teleport myself to Turkey.
Yeah.
My wife can't.
If she was married to you, you could teleport with her.
You grab on.
Only if she's married? And we're married?
You can expose the wizarding world to someone as long as you are married.
All right, then I'll take that, I guess.
Yeah. And that's okay. And then like if you divorce, I guess because they can wipe memories in the wizarding world too.
That's scary. I changed my vote. I don't like that. I don't want someone to wipe my memory.
But if you're magic, they can't just do it to you.
Star Trek. I don't like these arbitrary rules.
2 for Star Trek, 1 for Harry Potter. Nick.
It's Star Trek. It's Star Trek. It just seems better, safer. It's the future, but it's the future done right. I don't know how you can beat that.
Star Trek's gonna win, but Danny.
Sad. I mean, we haven't even touched on the invisibility cloak. Give me that alone.
Invisibility is a slippery
Pervy
slope.
power.
And there's only like one of them.
Pervy
It's
power.
pervy
Yeah,
power.
they've always said that's the power of the perverse.
Just to be in like a business meeting, hearing people talk about.
Oh
me in
yeah, you'd be
general.
using it in a
Slipping polyjuice
business
potion
meeting.
into your girlfriend's drink.
Yeah, being at not having to walk into a bar alone or wherever to see if it's like good enough to go out.
That is honestly the best thing you've said. That would be a great power.
That's
So
the
many
worst
things.
feeling. I feel bad for the bar when I walk in and just loop back around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my one friend that I definitely was going to meet here is not here. Maybe I should just walk out.
I'll be back.
And you get the map. What's that thing called that Harry has where it tells you
Oh,
where everyone
the
is?
mischief
Marauders.
map or whatever. Yeah, Marauders map. Yeah.
Like you can let the imagination run wild with that, but my vote doesn't matter here anyways.
I walked into a bar with my friends one time and it sucked, so we just went to the bathroom. And like 30 seconds later, like the woman worker charged in and was like, "You guys doing coke in here? Like, did you just come in here to do coke?" We're like, no, we're just paint. But I guess people do that. They just go into bar bathrooms to do
I've
coke.
seen your crew. There's no way they thought you were cool enough to be doing
Yeah, I
coke.
don't even know what crew this is. This could have been Seraphim, motherfucker.
Was it Seraphim?
No, Seraphim wasn't there.
shaking each other.
I knew Seraphim wasn't there.
Yeah.
Shit. We have an invisibility cloak business meeting in the YMCA women's locker room.
Someone Seraphim I think works with listens to this podcast and said to him like one time like, yeah, this podcast they always mention like Seraphim.
Seraphim.
Like I've never heard somebody else with that name before. And he was like, well, that's just me.
It's just me.
How about this invisibility quote?
Danny's still grasping at straws here.
Getting into any event
It's
free.
over, Danny.
Getting into anywhere free.
That is,
Ever.
you could do that without the invisibility cloak as long as you were in the Harry Potter universe. You could just apparate.
I could also
You're
just
there.
teleport in
Yeah.
the Star Trek world.
But you're also
that'd
there,
be
you're at this
safer.
event alone too.
Didn't Harry Potter teleport and like throw up slugs or some shit?
Ron did.
Ron definitely
got
threw
a-
up slugs at one point.
I don't want that risk.
But Ron had a broken wand. He's an idiot.
Yeah, you don't need a wand to apparate though.
What'd you expect? Pumpkin juice?
Yeah, I forgot about that. Good luck.
Dude,
That was the
dude, like,
That was the cure for Ron
imagine if
slugs.
you used your brain capacity for something other than movie quotes. You'd be successful.
You'd be the smartest man alive. You would be Ravenclaw.
I got Grinch on my mind during the summer.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. You can't be hard. You can't be a summer Grinch guy.
He's Grinching in the summer. Maybe you want to come back to mine and watch Grinch
July, Danny.
for the.
There's fireworks in it.
Star Trek versus Whoville, a battle of, not very whimsical. One's not very whimsical. I thought it was Harry Potter for a second. So Star Trek versus Whoville to win this entire thing. Start with you, Danny.
Yes. Whoville, baby. Let's go.
Just you should have seen
Klemmer looks nauseous.
You're inside a snow globe. It can't be even. No one's mad there besides the Grinch. Every day is, hey Lou, how you doing? Good, Drew.
But the Grinch is the maddest.
But he's fine. What? He ruins Christmas. He hasn't even killed anyone. He's not even a villain. He's just misterstood good guy.
Yeah, thank you. He didn't do anything wrong the whole movie.
Right. You guys are acting
Fine.
he's a
He
terrorist.
all right. He does steal all those
stole
presents.
Christmas.
every
He
light
gives it
off the
back
house.
literally a half hour later. His heart grows. He saves Cindy from the top of the fucking thing, and boom. Then all of a sudden, everybody's at the Grinch's house having a roast ham.
Roast beast.
Yeah.
Roast beast, yes.
Yeah.
This goes toward Whoville not being a great place. It's very Stepford Wives. Like I don't think Whoville is a
does
good
that
place.
mean?
It's very Stepford Wives, Clement.
It's a bunch of people like
too much of a
pretending
good
to be
thing.
happy.
Yeah, very performative.
They're not.
hyper
They are happy.
Not everyone's happy all the time.
Fahudores, Fahudores, welcome
Or the
Christmas,
Grinch, Tommy.
Christmas Day.
When he's
Yeah.
in bed.
Maho.
Snobby.
Yeah.
Snobby.
Yeah. Oh God. Do you want to start a Grinch podcast?
I was just gonna ask you that.
Dude, that would be a great
Year-round.
podcast.
Yeah,
Year-round Grinch
every episode we break down 1 minute
One
of the
frame.
movie.
Yeah, one frame of the movie.
Oh, dude. Yeah, Baby Grinch isn't talked about enough. Neither is Teenage Grinch. Go on, whoever.
Fuck these guys. I'm going Star Trek. I can't take
Thank
this
God.
anymore.
I know we have enough votes. We could end
I
this.
wish you saw, Klemmer, how many quotes they rattle off in a row.
I wish I hadn't.
Yeah, you're lucky you missed it. You're not.
Holiday Hoopy Whatty.
yes.
1-1 right now, Klemmer.
Can you guys please put out a podcast episode?
There's one on Christmas, and there's like no other content on the site.
Yeah.
This is not pudding.
What have you done?
Yeah.
Oh, and sitting there shoving all the food in his mouth. Oh,
Or we just put on a full live action play
of the Grinch.
I'm
of
in.
the Grinch.
I'm down to get the same exact makeup.
Yeah, but
Jim
which
Carrey
one of
got.
you would be Grinch?
We take turns every scene.
Both Grinch.
Joey made me the Grinch for Christmas last year. I had to do a thing for Caroline, and his makeup art is incredible. One of you.
Yeah, you were a good Grinch.
Yeah.
So which one are you going with, Whoville or Star Trek?
Star Trek. Anything that's not the Whoville. Star Trek.
Anything that's not Whoville.
Yeah, anything to make these two miserable.
I'm torn because I want to give Tommy the chance to like make this a more important vote. But if I vote for Whoville, he's just going to vote
Why don't
for
you let
Whoville.
Tommy have the next vote and you have a deciding one, Kenjac?
Yeah, let's do
With your
that.
heart.
Well, I mean, I'm voting for fucking Whoville. Are you crazy?
There you go, Tommy.
Sounds like someone's heart could get 3 times bigger
Yeah.
right now. Kenjac.
So I'll say it. I want to vote right now for Star Trek, and I'll give Danny and Tommy a chance. Just sway. What's better than being in the future where everything is idyllic, utopian, fixed?
I got one word for you. Christmas.
They have Christmas in Star Trek.
No, it's
And
not.
if you're constantly living in the future, what are you looking forward to? What's the future of the future if you're already living?
The future.
More future.
And then do you have, I'm not big on Star Trek, is there a likelihood of getting killed at any time you wake up?
If you
No.
were
Depends on what
like,
color shirt you wear.
yeah, just if you were a red shirt,
Yeah.
you're dead.
But
But-
only
Okay,
no.
That's
that Whoville.
horrible.
But that's only if you're fighting. If you're on a starship, most people are going to
Yeah,
be
the
on Earth.
planet.
it's like if you're in the military.
It seems like there's way more danger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
worst day in Star Trek is potentially every day. Worst day in Whoville, December 26th.
Yes.
Yeah.
And honestly, not because you get to play with all your new presents. That all right, Santa exists in Grinch. Does Santa exist in Star Trek?
If you go on a holodeck, sure.
Well, no.
I can
Fine,
go
but
to.
okay.
Oh, you know what
You guys-
exists in Whoville? Traffic. You know what doesn't exist in Star Trek? Traffic. You can teleport.
There's not that much traffic in Whoville. I mean, during Christmas season, yeah, the town square gets a bit busy, but other than that, it's not that
You're
much
living
traffic.
on a snowflake.
No, there's also mini cars.
What if the
that don't
snowflake
even
melts?
Partake in traffic.
The tiny. I like
the
the tiny
big
cars.
tree in the middle of the town.
What if the
Yeah.
snow?
It's a
What if the
very
snowflake
small-
melts? The dust gets brushed away.
It's like a college town. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to
What's-
worry
what's
about
this?
that.
What's
I was dismissing your point. But
I don't think the
Not with
Who's aren't
logic, but
with a hand wave.
the Who's aren't, for what it's worth, Who's aren't self-aware enough to know they're living on a snowflake.
Yeah, we could be right now.
Yeah.
Right.
so they're
Yeah.
stupid.
All right. So that swayed you, right, Kenjac?
So you have to be a stupid person.
I'm still on Star Trek.
You know what? Me and Danny will go live a happy life together in Whoville. We'll be a gay couple, so we'll get a green freak of a baby, and we'll raise it.
You'll raise the Grinch
And
right.
it becomes the Grinch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That'd be wonderful.
The winner
We alter
of
reality.
winner of the bracket episode 154 is Star Trek. For those of you listening, watching on Thanksgiving, thank you. We're very thankful for you, and we'll see you guys in a few weeks. So no episode next week because I'll be out in old Istanbul with the whole crew, getting our hairs fucking ripped out of our heads. So fun times. See you guys in a couple weeks.